The boat rolls slowly through the mist. A lone figure stands at the bow of the boat, looking out across the sea of sticks. Oars relentlessly plunge him forward into the sea. They row to a stop, and he holds out his hands. In them is a large brass scepter. He unscrews the top, he unscrews the pommel, and he drops them into the water.
Jerk.
When we last left off, you guys had set up a heist, sort of, a reverse heist. You set up a trap for a heist. Through a number of things that went on, you let the Sultan in on your plans and what you were doing. He agreed to help you in exchange for the cards that would be the Vistani cards that would be left behind, sent you off to meet with the broker at the inn where things had gone missing in the past.
Forgot a lot, that's right.
Yep.
How did we end last week?
Yep.
The
plan went exceedingly well. You set up a tracking system on the thing. You got a quick scry into where the thief had taken the items, and then you were called to a meeting that you tried to cancel, but the buyer still showed. So you sat at the table with an extraordinarily, I'd say, devilishly handsome man, and the broker, who is a really strange form of illithid, one you'd never encountered nor heard talk of. You all plugged into his tentacles, and he began a telepathic meeting in which the buyer introduced himself as Asmodeus.
Only to Adam.
Only to Adam.
Only to Thanos.
Why was it only to Thanos?
Because the
I was
rest
the
of us
only
didn't
one who-
roll well enough to overcome his charm.
Yeah, I was the only one who rolled high enough on my intelligence save.
That's right.
To maintain their composure.
So, yeah. So that's Asmodeus. Yep, okay. That's where we stopped. Do you guys have any questions right before we begin?
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
With the, because I want to say my intelligence save was like a 24 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was high enough to save, but it wasn't like astronomically high.
I thought it was a nat 20.
No, it wasn't.
Back.
Somebody
did that. Rolled like a nat 20 on something, got like a 34 on something.
Oh, no, I had a nat 20 on that save. However, nat 20 only gives me a 22.
Yeah.
It was me on the intelligence.
Or
It gives me a 20. It just gives me a flat 20, and then I rolled a 2 on my 10, so I had a 22.
Or, that's a good question. Are we still doing the D10
He
on
did.
top of that?
He just said he did. He rolled a 2.
Yep, I got to 22 with my natural 20 on the intelligence
Oh,
save. You had a
okay,
24.
okay.
So, okay, sorry. So what was the question?
Would I gather that the broker is sifting for information, or is it more of just like opening a channel?
It is more opening a channel, because after that brief introduction, the broker would say to you that he has connected all parties so that no deceit can be had at the table.
So I guess that's my question. What would it would there be a possibility for me to this is such an odd way to phrase this, but to actively not think about things?
That's how you get the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, Ray.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
We just watched that last night. I love that movie so much.
Yeah, it's
Such a
great.
great movie. You can certainly try.
Okay. All right. Part of what I was thinking was whether or not the Illithid would. Does he seem to? He doesn't really seem to have any allegiance one way or another, does he? Not that I'm aware of, anyways.
Not that you're aware of. And I would think with a being like this, it would be extraordinarily hard to discern with what you know about it right now.
I guess my question is something like with Fazagul. Would that be a problem for him to know that there's a rogue Illithid?
You're not entirely sure this is an actual illithid.
Okay.
Any more than like a bugbear is a goblin. They're from the same family, but they're really very different creatures.
Okay.
This thing has more facial tentacles. It's a different creature of the same type.
Right. And he probably knows that you're actively thinking about not actively thinking.
Are we, I just want to be clear about this, since it kind of seems like we're going this direction. Are we retconning like that we're having some conversation about things before we actually sit down to this meeting, or is that not what's happening right now?
That's not what's happening right
Okay.
now. Adam, Thanak can ask me some questions because he's the only one not stunned at the moment by the connection.
Yeah. All right. It's fine.
Yep. So that the stunning will only last for just a little while. The three of you are under complete compulsion to be honest with this dealing. You do not have to be forthwith, but you cannot lie. Thanak, you can tell lies. If you want.
Can we mislead
No,
or
you
omit
cannot.
truth? We just can't.
You can omit. You don't have to speak, but you cannot actively be deceptive.
I'm going to start with telling him he's real pretty.
Quick,
He
herald us.
Yeah.
he would nod and thank you. And then he does ask who does he fully have the pleasure of dealing with, because he expected to see the Sultan here.
I will. Whoa. He expected to see Sultan. That's a bit of communication breakdown. And I will introduce the Granite Backs, their holdings, and their LLC.
Okay.
Don't forget the guild.
That's the LLC.
Oh, okay.
You make a
Roll
performance check.
Roll your
Performance.
heralding check.
Heralding. I should really start investing into heralding as its own skill.
You might do better than you normally do.
Well, I can't do that. So, I can. I can do it.
Wow.
I've got this thing in my nose, and I'm just like staring at my own nose and just thinking about my own nose, and that's all I can talk about. I introduce my nose.
So Jeffrey looks forward and he's like, granite backs, granite backs, two backs, granite backs.
Do mash. So I will.
You guys don't hear me. Knock it off.
I mean, do
You
we all
don't
hear
know.
each other?
Oh yeah, you all hear each other.
Oh,
It's
okay.
very similar. Communication is very similar to when
Can we
you guys
say that
do
he
telepath
failed
comms.
so bad that he's actually like mouthing it, and maybe some words are coming out at the same time, so that we can know that he failed it so bad?
In the middle of saying granite backs, he makes a pop noise with his mouth, and then Jeffrey just kind of fades off. And
I really hope the tentacle from the thing that's going in my nose is like coming out my mouth while I'm talking. Just like
I am going to Picard facepalm and tell Asmodeus he's actually pretty good at everything other than being a bard.
guys, I hate this. Like IRL, I hate that I have never rolled well on heralding us ever once.
This might be
Not
the
a
best.
single time.
Yeah.
This might be the best way that a night has ever started out ever.
I'm so upset.
well, I can't roll that. Well, apparently I can. Oh man, it's the best.
Oh my
I
gosh.
absolutely love it.
Oh wow, stuff you
That's
can't
me as a
make up.
bard. I have come to realize that is me as a bard. It's the only thing I have.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I am
Oh,
the
I got
wedding singer.
tears. There's tears now. So funny.
So funny.
Oh.
He is amused, and so he says to everybody else
Yeah, he
that,
ain't the only one.
that you must be quite well off to bring your jester with you on a trip to the hells.
Son of a...
Everybody can hear Matt actively laughing in his head right now.
Jeffrey's just going to put a gun barrel in his mouth.
Oh god.
Oh man. So, shall we get down to business? You have something I'm interested in.
This is such a great show.
There's a problem.
What's the problem?
We can't have this conversation very long because the item's been stolen.
Well, that's not actually true. The item has not been stolen. The imposter
The
of
item
the item
has been stolen.
No, it hasn't, and we can't lie. Like
Can we
you,
just-
me, and Mav cannot lie.
I'm not lying.
The item has not been stolen.
Depends on your definition of the item.
It does not. We came here to sell the item. The item has not been stolen.
Okay,
The item-
fine. Okay, then let's clarify. Can I say that or can I not say that? Because in context of what we're doing, I think I can say that. Is that not? I'm asking Mike.
Yep.
I'm gonna say you cannot say that. Because here's the thing. He has come to purchase the pummel off you. And that's what he's here to purchase. So you never intended to sell him the fake.
We had that debate last week.
Yep.
We can say that we were robbed on our way to this meeting.
That
You
we can
could
say.
you could
But
say that.
could open us up to, do you still have the item? To which we cannot lie.
How could we say that
I
we're
can.
robbed though?
But you
Because
could.
we were
We
robbed.
were robbed.
We just cannot say that the item has gone missing. We can say other things. That specific statement,
Yep.
we can't say.
When were we robbed?
We were robbed
When
of
they took the
pummel.
fake one.
We were intentionally robbed. We let ourselves be robbed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, kind of. You
Remember
two
you
were
and I-
dilly-dallying,
remember
staring at
you
each
and I
other,
built
measuring
the-
Okay,
stuff.
so that's essentially what that's what I'm trying to convey.
Okay. So you let him
Stolen,
know
robbed.
that you
That-
were
that's what I'm trying
robbed
to say.
last night. And so then he would rephrase the question. So you no longer are in possession of a piece of my rod.
Say, wait, your rod? No, we are no longer in possession of a piece of your rod.
It is his rod.
No, it's not. It is absolutely not his rod.
Whose rod is it then? Are you saying this to him?
Yeah.
He is flabbergasted. You have managed to stun Asmodeus with your brashness.
I mean, I'm a granite pack. That's what we do.
Yeah.
But no, it's not
Man,
his
are you
rod.
there?
It's Lucifer's rod.
Which was gifted to me, which makes it mine. It's not a lease. It's not a loaner.
I don't think we were ever told that.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
We were either.
Pretty sure you were.
No.
So who are we supposed to get it back to? Because we give it to Echidna, and
Yep.
Echidna gives it to Lucifer?
Nope. Kidna gives it back to Asmodeus.
See, that's where I think Adam was confused. I think we thought that
It's the
Echidna had to
rod
give
of
it to
the
Lucifer.
deceiver. It was originally Lucifer's and given to Asmodeus to rule over the nines.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Point of order.
Okay.
We were supposed to get this back to the
Echidna.
Echidna per the angel. But
Correct.
if she's just giving it to him,
He
Is-
has to give it to him, though.
okay, is it the specific steps that have to
Yep.
complete, or does
Or-
it ultimately just
Yep.
have to get here?
What
For
if
the
we give it?
Giaz.
What if we give it to him on behalf of her?
Ooh, there we go.
See, okay, I would like to take a step back only because I completely misunderstood whose rod it actually was.
Okay.
Because
Um.
I thought Echidna was gonna take it and then give it to
The deceiver.
yeah.
No, it was Echidna and Asmodeus who battled. It was Asmodeus who dropped it, and
Okay.
he holds her
Okay.
accountable for that, and her
Right.
sentence is dependent on him
Okay.
being
Okay.
given back by her.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't. I guess
we
in that
lost
sense,
Ryan.
that
Ryan's
oh yeah,
gone.
we did.
It's a good
Oh.
snipping.
It is. He looks like he's just thinking.
Yeah,
Inquisitive.
he makes that face all the time.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess that's
I think the real question that we need to ask is if us dealing with him directly interferes with our business with Echidna, because several of us or all of us are under a Giaz involving Echidna, in which case unless he intends to honor that agreement, we are, or I guess if he intends to overcome that, but we would be making a lot of enemies because there were 8 groups that are invested and involved with Echidna that we would be circumventing if we deal directly with him.
Are we under Aegeus?
Yes, that was mentioned last week for sure.
Okay. I know. No,
it's a type of Giaz. It's a contractual obligation that has magical consequences.
All right, cool.
Right. And I would have no problem making those statements out loud here in this context, unless we are taking a step back still. I am perfectly okay with saying all of those things here. Also because I feel like Jeffrey would just have to. Because on top of being forced to be honest right now, he is also just a remarkably honest creature. Like, he is not deceptive unless absolutely necessary.
Taking a step back, if I remember correctly, last week you said we could work out a deal, but we didn't have to accept the deal.
You do not.
We just had to talk about it.
Yep. This is an arrangement. If you don't like the terms, you can cease negotiations.
Yep.
However, in reality, him having that piece at the end of this meeting is the safest it's going to be. So even if we worked it out that he has it for whatever reason, as long as we are still able to fulfill our obligations, that he has it in holding while we acquire the rest of them, it's the safest place for it. Otherwise, people are just going to come and try and take it from us.
Could we be having this conversation in the 3 days prior to this meeting? Because
we didn't know we were meeting with. We didn't know we were meeting.
We didn't know we were meeting with Asmodeus, but we didn't know. From my perspective, things went very quickly at the very end, and I think it was just because it was time to end.
That's fair.
No, we ended a little early last week. I mean, things did go a little quickly, but I think that was just the nature of the way that the events were playing themselves out.
Mm-hmm. And you were starting to get a headache, if I remember right.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I was. That is true. I mean, I'd had one, but it was starting to get much worse. I was about to start my I hate life everywhere for everything.
That sucks.
A few days. Speaking of the next night, Adam, they killed your brother, sort of.
They killed Grayson?
Yeah, I'll tell you later, but he's dead.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I mean, he's gonna be a Death Knight, I guess, eventually, anyways, right?
Well, that's kind of it's kind of all tied to that. It was great.
All right.
So Ryan looks super angry.
Yeah.
I'm really confused right at the moment.
Well, they just do that, Ryan. It's computers. Sometimes they do that.
Yeah.
It does happen even to the best of them.
No, I mean right now.
In game?
No.
Or are you concerned that you're making the same face that your timestamp has?
Yeah. It's just at a different angle.
It's true. He's making it at something else.
That's not the concerning part.
Oh,
okay.
I mean,
is there something we can help you with your concern, or should we continue?
No, you can't help the other one, and the other one is that now Fantasy Grounds is going. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I am going to say that no, you would not be able to priorly talk about anything that would have to do with leaving the pommel with Asmodeus. That's a decision that has to happen here.
That's fine.
And there's probably discussion happening here.
And I don't know if there would have been any other discussion than we already had because you thought you were selling it to someone else.
Yeah, just a random collector.
Yep.
Right. Well, not yes, a random collector, not the collector. We were trying to bait the collector.
Yep.
Yes.
And we did that.
Bait the collector, yeah.
Mission successful on all fronts.
Yeah.
Check.
But this guy's also probably a massive resource that we should probably invest into.
That's part of what I was thinking. That's part of what I was thinking. So
he's way stronger than Lion-O.
Okay.
that guy was
there's-
legit.
There's nobody stronger than Lino.
No, the Sphinx guy. Now I know who you're talking about. It took me a minute to remember.
Oh, the Sphinx also. I was talking about the lion man that was in the bar.
That worked for the Sphinx. He was the leader of the Sons of the Sphinx.
Yes, that guy. Yep, him.
Yeah.
He was baller.
So I guess I would say you know what, I'll just ask him straight up. Would us giving you the the rod on behalf of Echidna help that deal, or would it cause more problems? Is it something where she physically has to give you all 3 pieces of this rod?
She has to give him the rod.
Yes, he would say
Crazy.
yes. She needs to return it to me.
Okay.
By herself, groveling on my throne room floor. However, I don't want her to.
As in, you want
Jeffrey
to
is
collect them
sweating.
without her?
I would like what you have to disappear again.
I just imagine Jeff is like chewing on the tentacle.
I'm sweating. Yes, and chewing on it.
So, yes, I can see your brains working. I don't actually want it back.
Well, why not?
I don't need it. And I definitely don't want her back.
So why don't you just kill us and take it and make it disappear?
That would be illegal. You've entered into a contract negotiation.
So wouldn't us not fulfilling that also be illegal?
No, we entered into the negotiation. We did not enter into the contract to sell the item.
No. Okay.
And regardless of what you may think goes on down here, we're fiends, not savages.
So if
I am not allowed to commit murder any more than anyone else is. Now, if you leave here and some agents acting on my behalf without my insistence decide to possibly randomly destroy your very beings and imprison your souls here forever, that's completely up to them and not me.
Guys, this is the mob.
Yeah. He just told you they're fiends. He just said it.
They're not. Whatever that guy is, he's not a fiend.
I don't know what that guy is.
No, but he's really cool, and I kind of want him to live on our ship.
So, here's your options.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to be kind and generous to you. You can take the pummel out into the sea and forget you ever saw it, and I'll send you home. Or you can continue about the course that you've set for yourself, and I can guarantee there will be forces that attempt to stop you.
Oh, what about our contract?
With Echidna?
And all of the others.
I will null and void the contract by law as it was entered into
Under duress.
Under duress. That was the word I was trying to think of, and I couldn't get it. You were not willing participants in coming here to fulfill that contract.
What of the others that are helping us?
Yeah. Because we're not fiends. We actually have to care about them based on our own morality.
I've watched humanity since it came into being. You don't have to do anything. You don't.
But we choose to.
Right. and I don't want to come back here.
Oh, he just starts laughing. He's like, and it's just, he's like, yes.
I got a lot of work to do, I know, but you got to start somewhere.
So,
what about them? So that raises the question: is what about them?
My deal's not with them because they do not hold a piece of the rod.
Well, they might. We've got a bunch of them out there, and they were
don't.
looking for Oh, does that mean you know where the other pieces are?
Of course, I know where the other pieces are. It's my domain.
Huh. So why didn't you stop us from getting the one that we got?
I wasn't aware you were looking for it yet. You were quite expedient.
Yeah, we are granite backs. Huh.
I thought you were going to take the angel up on his exit from the hells.
I'm going to do something really dumb.
Oh boy, here it comes.
Oh boy.
Okay, let me roll initiative just seconds.
No, you guys will probably be fine. Just whether or not he hollows out my skull or not. When he is asked the question of, do you know where they are? And he says, of course they are. Can I attempt to read his mind?
Oh yes.
Yep. My wifey just came home.
I want this.
I thought you were waving her over because you were about to kill me. Hey, watch this!
I did that to you guys the Monday that that kid got himself killed. I was like, Crystal, listen to this.
Yeah, absolutely.
How do I do that again?
That is in.
It's an intelligence save.
It's basically an Arcana check because you're proficient with Arcana, and so it's the same deal. Whatever your Arcana is.
Here we go.
Do you want to ask for any type of inspiration before you do this?
I mean, I don't think I can.
I don't think he can either.
I don't, because this is a. First of all, because you three are
broken,
under
duress.
You've got your war gong you can use.
We're under duress.
I mean, let me just reach back and bung.
No, you don't get to hit it. You just get a D4.
All right, you get to hit it.
We didn't see what the roll was.
I've already hit it.
I haven't rolled yet.
That was mine.
Should I roll in the castle?
Yeah, no, you roll right ahead on there.
Let's see that one.
Let's look at it too.
Oh!
You that D10.
Oh!
Yeah, roll your D10.
Guys, look at the chat. There's 2 1s and a 20. This is our group. And a 1.
Roll your D4.
I will roll my D4. Get away.
Hit the gong.
Yeah, actually, I need space.
38.
So it's 37, 38.
38.
Okay.
Wow.
So
this is. Go ahead.
Okay. So you know that indeed. Well, here's what happens. He says that. He says, "Of course, I know where the other 2 pieces are." And Danak goes, "Hmm?" And you watch as the collector's eyes get really large. like it's almost like in cartoons when somebody stomps on a hose and it starts to swell, and then this giant mass of water starts moving through a hose in a cartoon. It does that, like kind of like, oh, there's like an enormous amount of power coursing through him, and you find out immediately from Asmodeus' mind, and you. I was going to make you make a save for anything under 30 to not lose intelligence points. So,
yeah, okay.
Good job. Good job. And you broke 35. So he realizes that you got into his head right away.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does.
No. But you pull it out before he has a chance to clamp down on it. And he leans forward and he's like, that was most unsettling. And he looks uncomfortable. You now know that indeed the collector has one, and the third piece is in Mineros.
Okay.
We had people going there, didn't we?
That's the garbage land. I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Let me.
Where was the group going to find a resurrection scroll? I thought that was where they were going.
I want to say that we sent people.
You don't know where they're at.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think they just are going wherever. And I want to say we sent people possibly to the ice place. I can't think of what it's called.
Yep. Stygia.
Yes.
Yes.
There
And
was.
Melborg.
I wrote it down.
I don't think we sent anybody to Melbogia or whatever it was called.
Okay.
I think we talked about it because that's where the jackal god or whatever is.
Okay.
That
I don't know where I wrote it down, but I totally wrote it down last week. I thought I did.
I was gonna say if it's not Mineros, so but we know that that's where one is now.
It is not. Yeah, you got two groups still hunting monsters. I don't
one hunting down the collector, which showed up to interrogate the Sultan,
right.
only to find out that he wasn't the collector.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
left again.
That did happen.
That's everybody. That's everybody.
Okay.
Stygia for monsters, and then the group that is off finding a resurrection scroll. So.
Yep.
All right. So what does he do?
He sits back and he's like, "Well, this is going to change things a great deal. Now that I know you know where to find these other pieces, you've become an extraordinary threat to me."
Can I ask why?
I'll just say we were already an extraordinary threat to you.
I will interject. Actually, 3 of us don't know. That guy does.
Oh, there's only way to bust roll Thanak.
That's fine. That's fine.
But Jeffrey really does want to ask. Can I ask why? Why do you want this that way so badly?
Why? I don't understand what do you mean by the question? Why do I want this so bad?
Why do you want the things to just disappear? Why do you what's the problem with you having the rod?
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage because he's pissed off.
Oh well.
Probably.
I'm a jester.
Sorry.
It's okay.
You have pissed off the Lord of the Nine Hells.
I'm guessing
Proud of
partially
you.
wouldn't we? Well, I don't know if we would assume that or not.
I'll use my war gong too, since we're in a habit. Why not?
Okay.
Hey.
He is. You can tell he's going to answer your question because he's still collecting his thoughts on other matters. He just launched a fairly major threat at you guys. And he says, because everyone is always out for the throne. And Echidna and Orcus are the only two that ever got close. I'd rather not go through that again. And then he says, my offer stands. Leave the pommel. I will take you and your groups out of here. I'll even pay your taxes.
That's a heck of a offer, guys.
Taxes?
It is, but we already. I don't want to say we already.
What taxes?
Thanak, I don't think we have any idea what our taxes are yet.
Nope, but he just mentioned them.
Yep. Thanak is definitely.
Mav's concern is that the angel said that we need to.
Yeah.
That's kingdom business, that it's heaven business for that to happen. In reality, even if we're not part of it, somebody else or something else will come down here and do this. We get what we want, we get what we need. And this is a piece of that self-preservation of Jeffrey that's definitely coming through in this conversation,
Sure.
Which is the reason I'm saying all of these things. We have an opportunity to get home, take care of Granite Back business, Granite Back world stuff. This is bigger than us. Do we really want to be a part of that? Because that's what we're deciding here. we have the option to just go back to whatever other things it was we were doing. I mean, if he gets this, big things are going to happen. If he doesn't get this, big things are going to happen. Either way, big things are going to happen. We can go back to the quid pro quo and worry about Granite Back Keep, worry about Granite Back Business, or we can jump into the pool with everyone else that's out there doing big world stuff. Are we at that point in our lives?
Well, I think that's fair point. uh, my only question in response to that is basically the idea is that we pawn this off to the next heroes to do this. And my question in response to that is, when will there ever be another Granite Back?
I see. That is a wonderful question. However, I've begun to lose faith in my
Heralding, we know.
in my Granite Backness.
You're good at things. You're
Yeah,
good
but
at things.
not that. No, but so in that, Jeffrey has a desire to be bigger. He's actually kind of asking right now if everyone else is ready for that. Like Jeffrey is ready to be that. He wants to self-preserve, and there's that insecurity inside. But in this moment, he is making these statements in a way of saying, "I'm ready to jump in the pool if I'm not the only one jumping in. I'm not what's his name that kisses the lifeguard, but I'm one of the kids that gets excited alongside that kid that jumps in the pool."
Well, I think you know Thanic well enough that he has always believed that he was born ready for that, and he just needed the world to supply that
Opportunity.
moment. Yeah.
Good. Then I'll gaslight you a little bit and tell you that you just can't do it.
But I also understand your point of view on that. So whatever Mav and Otheg, their viewpoint on that, I think is also just as valid.
This is something I think we have to be unanimous on, and if one person is, we need to make sure that we are in an accord on this.
What decision are you saying you're leaning towards?
Jeffrey is wording everything as he is going to go whichever way the Granite Backs go. He feels he is 100% invested in the Granite Backs. He would love to be something bigger. He's always wanted to be bigger. You guys know that about him. It's the reason he chose to be a herald. For you guys, his goal is to make sure that you are successful in everything that you do, and he will honor whatever decision you make. He just wants to challenge you guys as to whether or not you're ready to be above and beyond simply caring about Granite Back Keep, because the reality is being a revolutionary has a cost, and sometimes that's your family. And if we are about to viva la revolution in the hells, we better know that we're going to lose everything in the process. Like,
so you're saying
is danger.
So you're saying we're going to say no to Asmodeus and we're going to go get this stuff.
If that's what we're doing, Jeffrey's 100% with you. However, if you want to care about kingdom business, he'll be right alongside you on it. Like Granite Back kingdom business, not big world kingdom business. Because the Granite Back Keep to him isn't very important if it's important to you.
They are one and the same as far as I'm concerned.
Right, but one might get completely trashed by Asmodeus as a price for doing
you're right.
this.
There is a.
Adam, what one were you thinking of?
Without a doubt, Asmodeus can burn.
Yeah,
I'm assuming you say this so that he can hear.
I mean, there's a part of me that's definitely just like, what, this chump? I just read his mind.
Effectively, that's what we're saying if we don't take him up on the deal.
What about you, Mav? You're a Bastion. You care about the Maker.
Mav was given an order by a Celestial. Like,
you were given an order.
That happens.
I don't know.
It was pretty
being told
clear.
by an angel that this is what you need to do.
So
is pretty
I'm hearing
from a Celestial.
I'm hearing that we're going to turn Asmodeus down. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh yeah.
Great.
So what's the terminology? Asmodeus just got swiped left.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna swipe left.
You're gonna swipe left on Asmodeus.
I hear you, but we're gonna have to go a different direction.
That's a no for me, dog.
He is he is composed, but it is clear to see that he is beyond upset. Like you're pretty sure his pupils start to light on fire.
I will say, listen,
that's
I don't
what
have to
it's
read your
terrifying.
mind to know you're upset. So I think we'll just leave.
You should have said something awesome like, "Look, I'm gonna need you to teach me how to do that because that's cool."
And then he says, "Let me counter offer with one more thing. St. Kane, I will let her go as well."
Sidebar, if I
Say
may.
what?
Do we know that she was here by her own choice?
I don't know if we know that she was here by her own
That's why I'm
choice.
asking, because Tony knows that because Adam said that.
Actually, no.
But
I think
we
do.
know that?
I thought we had an inclination that
I believe Aloysius told you that she did.
Yeah. That
So we know she probably
Do we
doesn't want to
explicitly
leave.
You know she stayed by her own choice. You don't know if she is still here
Okay,
by her
okay.
own choice.
Can I answer that? Of course she is.
Adam, you can't do that right now. We're trying to be
No,
in
no,
this
but-
moment.
From a perspective of Fennec is also gung ho about like we'll bring her home our own self. Like we don't need you for that.
She's next. Don't worry.
By St. Kane's beard.
Yeah, you will be avenged.
Okay.
Oh God, we're in so much trouble.
I know, seriously. Seriously. You guys
What
can
did we
honestly
even
tell me
do?
to shut up any moment.
No, we can't. We've tried.
If you are ever like for real, like drop down a notch, I will.
I don't believe you. I want to, but I just don't. Me and Jeffrey don't believe Adam.
I will add, no matter what you had decided, like Mav was pretty against making a deal
Yep.
for this.
Okay. So even with that statement, I think we're gonna stand our ground and we're gonna die down here, but we're gonna die righteous.
Yeah, I think honestly, the only thing that would have kept me, helped lean me towards wanting to make a deal is if we could give it to him on behalf of Echidna, but he doesn't want it.
No, he doesn't.
So it's like fine. Clearly, because he doesn't want it, that is exactly what I want to happen.
Okay.
What happens when you get this?
He has to fulfill the deal
It
and
becomes
release Echidna.
Oh, it's the actual rightship of king. Like,
Oh, yeah.
It's the throne.
Yeah, it's in a sense it's also very powerful in his hands too. It will make him more powerful.
it's Excalibur.
Clearly.
He said he doesn't need it.
But he doesn't need it right now. Orcus isn't a problem, and Echidna's locked away, and he's got no worries about keeping everybody else in line, so he doesn't need it.
So this getting the rod back together is going to cause all kinds of chaos for him that he just doesn't want to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yep. So you turn him down again, and he says, "Well, at least I'll get to go beat her again. Good day." And he stands up, and the tentacles all pull out, and the broker nods at you. And
Before he pulls out of mine, I want to ask him a question.
you grab it, you hold it in there.
You're like, no!
Wait!
Hey, so you kind of saw how bad that went. Is there anything you can do to? Is there anything you can do in here? Like, and I just kind of point at my head. Like, can you fix any of that? Like, that happens all the time, and I just don't want it to anymore. And I'm just gonna like look at him like a sad puppy. I'm looking at the broker, not at Asmodeus. I'll let him go, but before the broker goes, he can be in my brain, and I assume he can probably just spindle that thing around a little bit and maybe rearrange some stuff.
It communicates back in the most alien fashion you have ever. It's not words. It's beyond emotion and feeling, and it is void of your kind of reason. This creature doesn't exist, you don't think, for anything else other than to help connect people to make fair deals.
I have a piece of that.
It is.
I feel like that would help me do this.
It is bizarrely foreign when you try to communicate to it personally.
Yep. Okay.
It would be akin to you asking a sea cucumber how to swim.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
All right.
Because they don't swim. They kind of just roll around on the bottom of the ocean. But they're still in the water.
They also don't speak.
Or think.
Okay. I'll let him pull out.
Yep. So it shuffles away.
Don't say that.
It kind of just hovers and slides away as well as Modius leaves. And pretty much as soon as he is out of the building, the doors to the inn smash open, and a giant 40-foot hyena man with a huge 3-sided flail comes in and howls. And you guys need to roll initiative.
It's Yunogu!
I think this is my fault, guys.
Nah, fam. That guy was coming in either way.
Yeah, but Asmodeus could have helped.
This is his bar.
Or stopped him. Yeah, this is his bar.
Oh,
He's just here to get a drink.
Guys, we are doing terrible on this roll.
That's just initiative. It's fine.
I got the highest at 11. Get out!
Run, Jeffrey! Run!
Yeah, because
like,
Jeffrey knows
literally
how to
get
do that right now. Jeffrey's having an existential crisis. 40-foot tall. Does he even fit in this bar?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. It's a big bar.
Yep.
I love this bar.
And
I like that I'm a dwarf that can jump really high and far because anytime I hear about a big creature, I'm like, great. Maybe I can run under or around that real quick.
I'm gonna jump on its face. I picture you fighting a lot like a puma.
Or maybe I can jump on top of its face.
I honestly, at this point, I just imagine Othig fighting like Yoda.
Fair enough. Oh, man.
Except they don't sound as cool.
No, I mean, but who does?
I think you do.
I mean, when Othig's talking about
oh, he's only 30 feet tall. I thought he was
war
tall.
tactics, maybe, but not other kind of tactics. Probably not so much.
Or when you're making a threat.
Yes, making a threat. I can definitely make.
I thought he had a top hat.
I did too. I
That'd
was
been
laughing, and now
It's a mohawk.
Oh, that's even better. He totally looks like the one of the gremlins, the one with the gremlin with the mohawk. Spike. There you go.
Yeah.
You look like Spike. Guys, we just pissed off the Lord of the Nine Hells.
That's all right.
Yep.
And Yunogu's gonna eat us. It's
Jeffrey.
been a good day. Yeah. Oh, I go first?
Yeah, because Yunogu's only got a 6. So
Get it, fam. We're going
Nice.
for it. This
Very
is gonna.
nice.
Who goes
does that
after
mean
me?
I get to
Othig?
go before him?
what?
Othig?
Does that mean I can go before him?
I do
Ooh.
believe so. I don't think the Iron Vanguard's with you guys, are they?
I don't think they
Negative.
are. We don't have anybody.
The
Yeah,
Iron Vanguard was the ones that showed back up and went collector. Ah, dang it.
Yeah, that's right.
So he's 30 feet tall.
Faced Yunogu before?
We
You
did.
faced an avatar of Yunogu,
Yeah.
not the actual Yunogu.
Guys, do you want an hour to think about this?
Are you gonna trap Yunogu?
Nope. Do you want an hour to think about this? That's all I can get out before I'm going to cast a spell.
Hour to think about this?
Too late. I'm casting Force Cage around us. Because Jeffrey's panicking. There's a deity. Force Cage. 20 feet in all dimensions around us like a bubble of hope.
Okay. Well, that temporarily drops us out of initiative. He just runs forward and begins to slam on your force cage. He is angry that nothing is happening. And so then he starts to howl. And you guys hear howling in response.
Oh, no.
It's got worse. I did it bad.
It got much worse.
Yeah.
And come riding in are hyena-like wolf creatures, each with a very powerful-looking gnoll as their rider.
How familiar are we with this inn? We stopped here last night, correct?
Yes. Yep. And you know that the rooms are actually downstairs in this inn. These guys are just wrecking shop too.
Do we have link up our mind link?
Telepathic bond?
Yeah.
I mean, we got an hour, so you can put it up if you want.
So through our mind link, I suggest teleporting after the thing ends downstairs.
Yeah, but if we want to teleport, we have to teleport through this, and it's my DC.
No.
Have to beat.
As you drop it, we move.
That's what he's saying.
Well, in that case, I can just teleport us back to the Sultan. Wait, no, I can't. He didn't give me the circle. He was gonna give me the circle.
But we
But he
can
never
dimension
did.
door downstairs to take a more defensive position.
Wait, hold on. I thought that was part of the agreement we had. If we brought him the copy of the journal, was the thing that I had to do to get the teleportation circle? Did that not happen?
I don't remember what the deal was to get that. And
I
we did
feel
not talk about it since you first asked for it.
Yeah,
did
because
not.
I asked for the teleportation circle, and he said you're going to have to do something way bigger for that. And I thought when we were talking about
I believe we had to give him it without giving it to anybody
Oh,
else.
is that what it was? If he got the original, that was what would get the teleportation circle. Okay, because it's
believe
that
that
level
was-
of... Okay.
Yeah.
Nope, that's fine. But we do have... we have 500 feet of teleport to just go somewhere.
Yeah, but I would think that the basement would be more... Are the hallways 10 feet wide?
Yes.
I think the basement would be more defensible with Thanik and Othig in front.
Oh, you're talking about making a choke point.
Yeah. That's exactly what he's talking about.
Well, while they are running amok, are like the fiend police coming in to stop them?
No.
They started a fight, not us.
Oh, all right. It's a valid
Do
question.
we teleport into the casino?
You are... Gosh, that would be really close. No, I don't think you can make it to the casino.
Okay.
It's close, though.
It's more than 500 feet?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
500 feet up the mountain, so it's...
Okay. Do the Fiend police show up?
The Fiend police do not show up. So
Oh,
this
man.
is the area of the basement you guys had been in.
Okay. What are you thinking, Andy?
I think
So
we
that
would
was
just
the
get
room?
into that room.
It's a defensive point? Potentially.
I mean,
It's also a trapped point. Like is that where we make our final stand thought?
yes, that is a thought.
Okay. Well, either way, we're getting a short rest in here, so there's that.
We can either go there.
You don't need it. You just woke up from the...
I know.
We did. We can go here, or we can go at the stairs and try to hold the stairs.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking the stairs. Hold the stairs.
That is assuming that they don't just come through the floor.
Correct.
And the floors
Which, look at these guys.
wooden tiled, and you do not think Yanogu would have a hard time getting through the floors.
Oh,
I don't
well,
think that's a good idea. I think we need
through
to
the
just
hallway.
run away. I think we need to teleport 500 feet away and beat feet either to the casino or somewhere else. To the boat? Can we run that far that fast? I don't
No,
think so.
that's a long way to go.
To be fair,
Yeah.
I can cast it twice.
I can cast it 5 times.
So,
But that's only me and one other person.
yeah, and that's me and one other person. So we can get 1,000 feet in 12 seconds.
Okay. Is that enough?
I
These
don't
are hyena folk or whatever. These guys are going to be fast. There's probably more outside.
I can dash 80 feet.
Thanks.
If we're outside, it might be okay.
Are we running or fighting?
I think we should fight outside.
And get surrounded?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I lied. I can do that 3 times.
That's 1,500 feet. It's a little better.
That's
Because
a
you can upcast
significant
it.
distance.
And if I blast you with a couple of spells, we could split the difference and
Okay.
go even further.
I could also
That's a
raise
good question.
fourth
How
level
long?
spell, so I could blast all 5 of my spell slots, my 4th
Yep.
and 5th slots, or I can
Yep.
give some people some death wards.
You probably should death ward. That's a thing.
But that's all my 4th level spots for the 3 of us.
Gotcha. Wait.
How long can you? How long can you hold on to a spell?
I hate you so much.
6 seconds. One round.
Okay.
If he doesn't spend it by the next round, he explodes.
So that
Alright.
was
Yes.
priceless.
Too
I
much.
hate you. I hate you so much.
Well, here's my question. If I throw a fireball or something at you, and you suck it up, can you give him death ward right now, and then I'll rest for an hour, get it back?
Oh.
I would use some of my hit dice to absorb the spell, though.
Yeah, but if we're running, your hit dice don't matter.
Well, and my hit dice really don't matter anyways. I mean, I blow those all the time.
Yeah, well. Oh gosh.
I mean, because if we're gonna take the hour, I mean, we have to basically start immediately.
Yeah.
So if you want to do this, well, no, because I can put catnap on me.
You
And
could.
get it back in 15 minutes, so that's not a terrible.
Such a stupid spell.
I know.
Put yourself to sleep. Okay.
Yeah. It's alright. I was thinking about casting Modify Memory on myself as well. I don't know how that would work.
Exactly how you intended to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, I really want to forget last night. All right.
Yeah. All right.
So you guys can do some hijinks to get
So-
Jeffrey death ward, so everybody can have a death ward today.
Man,
I still consider not.
I'm
doing
looking
it.
out for you, buddy.
I appreciate you.
I'm still considering not giving it. To
Have it at a
Man,
4th level spell slot.
never healed me when I was an animal as Phil. Refuses to death ward me. I feel like this is personal. Yeah.
Okay.
So death ward. We're gonna cast as many as we can to get as far away as we can,
Which
and
is
then
2.
feet. Well, 3 if I hit you with a spell, we can go again. And if Thanos hits you with his spells, we can go even further. I can use it by myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can use it 5 times by myself. If Thanos hits you with both his big spells, you can use it 2 more times.
All of
and
that
that
spells
gives
are
us
big spells.
what?
All my spells are big spells.
I know, but that gives you enough spell slots to use it the next couple of times to get us. What is that, 4? You can use it twice, and if he hits you twice, you can use it another twice.
I may cast aid on all 4 of us.
Okay. So how many times are you able to Dimension Door?
I have 5 spell slots. 3/4, 2/5.
Okay, and that's
3 of the 4th are spent.
yep,
So I would need to consume some spells.
yep. How many to get us to move the maximum we can? 2.
I would need to cast 3, or I need to catch 3 more 4th level spells.
How many
Okay.
5th level?
3. Because they have to fit perfectly into the spell slots.
So I can't help you with your 4th level spells.
Correct. So I can take your 5th level spell,
Right.
and I can put 4 into one 4th level spell slot and 1 into a 1st level spell slot that
Okay.
I blow healing
Okay.
or
Yep.
doing something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
We'll Dimension Door. Thanak will hit you to get a spell slot back. We'll Dimension Door again. within that same space, and just we'll bounce. What is that? 3 times or 4? Can you get 4, or is it only 3?
Could do it 5 if you
5.
want me to
Fennec
pull
has
all
3 spell
4th
slots.
and 5th
Oh, Fennec
level
has
spells.
3. Okay. Then yeah,
So-
we can go 5 dimension doors away and then just run.
The question is, where do you want to be then?
How long of a run is it for us to get to?
Keep in mind, I have very few spells at that point. And,
That would also leave me with very few.
and I have used all of my consuming power before I start killing myself.
That's why I said, are we running or fighting? This is the if we're running. If we're fighting, we'll do something different. But if we're running, let's just run.
Where's the one group that's are we like getting close to them?
The Vanguard? No, we don't know where they went. They're searching for the Collector, which means they might be nearby because the Collector is nearby. Oh, that's actually a really great idea. Why don't we just go and jump into the Collector's hole?
That's one option. 2, can we contact the Sultan from your force gauge?
Not in here, no.
Okay.
Mike,
Nothing can go in or out.
Can you remind me what your falling damage calculator is?
It is exponential.
So
It's-
something that would fall from 100 feet.
It would almost certainly die. I'd have to look it up real quick.
Except for monks, because monks are monks.
Or if they have some ability to,
Mitigate.
stuff.
Are you gonna bring one with you?
No, I can do something else.
Okay. I thought you were gonna start to strategize like dimension dooring up and then have someone cast
Oh,
Featherfall on
no.
you. See-
No.
Dimension
is
Door's
also-
a willing creature.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, dimension. Well, there is, I think, a save if you try and dimension door something that is unwilling. However,
It specifically states a willing creature.
oh, does it? I thought it had a save if the creature was unwilling.
Oh, shoot. The table is broken.
Which table?
His fall table.
Falling
Oh.
damage table.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot. It's
Yeah.
Well-
probably going to be in the 500-600 point range.
If we want to go outside, we can.
Anyway, so do we want to go to the Collector? We can just beat feet straight to the Collector, and in reality, it's probably going to take the dogs a moment to figure out which way we went. Now, they can probably track us once they find us, but finding specifically where we went without a scent trail is going to be tough, and we have lots of ways we can go. In fact, we could probably start talking out loud about going to the Sultan so that they think we're headed that way. And then go to the Collector instead. Because right now we're using our brain talk, and I don't think...
Does the outside of this place look like? As far as
It's a town. It's a town. So there's a cobblestone street out front, bunch of buildings.
how tall are the buildings? Like a single story type?
Between 2 and 3 story.
Okay.
So where are we going? Are we staying and fighting? Are we leaving and fighting?
Well, I mean,
Are we leaving and leaving?
One of the things that we can do is we can teleport outside. Not right outside, but outside. And I can cast reverse gravity on the doorway.
Huh.
What?
I mean, it's something we could do.
Huh.
When could you do that?
Last level. When I
Huh.
leveled up. When
That
I
I,
leveled
sounds
up,
I
it
don't
fixed
I
it.
don't mind this.
A
However,
lot of fun.
I just like the idea of them walking outside and immediately launching into the
getting
sky.
yeeted into the sky.
I think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Clearly, I think that's hilarious.
All right, I'm down for that. I'm down for that being the start to this fight. I don't think it's going to be the end of the fight.
I'm sure it won't.
Gives us a little bit of an advantage,
But
but
if
It's also pretty
Care of a
funny.
few of them, it makes it more
Yeah.
manageable. Put
Yeah.
them back into the pre-Jeffrey screw-up phase.
hey, Hey, listen here. I didn't screw up.
I'm
We're
pretty
talking.
sure this is my fault.
I'm pretty sure it's no one's fault, and
I
we
tried
might
to
have seen this
introduce you,
regardless.
and that's the only thing I failed at. It's also the only thing I did. What?
Okay,
So what are we
which,
doing?
Which plan?
I need
well,
to be within 100 feet of the doorway, or
Oh, that's
area at least.
really close.
The range is 100 feet, but the area is 50 feet.
if we're
It's
doing
50
that,
feet wide and 100 feet tall.
I want to put Holy Weapon on Otheg,
All right.
which is one less jump we can make.
How long does reverse gravity last?
It lasts a minute.
And what can you do with it? Can you like flip flop it,
No, I think it's just a one-time thing.
and then you turn it off?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, that's no fun.
How long does it last?
a minute.
1 minute?
Up to a minute. It's concentration, but it's up to a minute.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom while you guys hash this out. I'm okay with all of these ideas.
Okay.
This sounds great.
Mav likes to stand and fight. Get these things off our back. They've been harassing us for the past few excursions. They're not going to stop.
Basically, we teleport outside, probably even indicate somehow that we're teleporting outside. You're within range. You cast on this doorway, or just outside of the doorway. Stuff comes out.
Yeah.
At least the idea is at least a few things will get launched into the air before the rest of the things realize that stuff's getting launched into the air and decide not to use the doorway.
Well, here's the
And
thing.
we fight.
What I would do is I would wait till a good chunk of them were outside, or at least I would wait till the 50-foot area is.
It's in a 50-foot area.
It's a 50-foot cylinder. That
Oh
is
my
100 feet
Radius
tall.
or
So
diameter?
ridiculous.
It just says 50-foot cylinder. So
Okay. 50,
50
yeah,
foot
that's
radius.
a 50 foot.
50-foot radius, 100-foot high cylinder.
Oh, jeez.
I'm
So it's 100 by 100.
I'm good with all of this.
You could
Yeah.
just like flip the building upside down.
I can't flip the building. It's anything that isn't anchored. Well, see, here's the problem with this spell. Buildings were not designed to be upside down, so
Say.
That we know
That's the
of.
problem.
they should be disintegrated, but the spell doesn't do that. The spell specifically says anything that isn't anchored to the ground gets launched up in the sky. So it should just utterly disintegrate buildings.
I mean, you know what? I'm not even sad if we die. I just want to hear Mike narrate how this is going to happen.
Right? Yeah. How we die.
Alright, so we're going out to the front door. We'll have the conversation like, what do you think? Outside, the best place to fight them? Out so they can hear us?
Yes,
And
something to that
then-
effect. Yeah.
We'll just like get us outside.
All right. So that is the plan then. You're
This
jumping
is the
outside.
plan.
Actually, we would like to taunt him to come outside with us.
Totally.
Somewhere where these good people here will not be injured by your folly.
Here, I'll even roll intimidation.
No, by our folly.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Let's see how razzed I can get them.
Make sure you use your strength for your. Oh.
No. No, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
if Tony were here, he would say that.
Bless you.
Okay,
I
so
just
I'll
think it's
re-roll
funny
that.
that it's another one.
It is.
Oh,
it is
don't
funny.
be another one. That's
Okay,
better.
so-
Alright.
I'm basically gonna lay the smackdown on them and tell them to
I
meet us
give you
outside.
guidance for that. You can roll a d4 with that.
A D4. All right.
Yeah.
I'll add a D4 onto that. Well,
Okay. Well,
All right. So it's you bark it out at them, and several of them look a little taken back, but not much. And Yanogu just licks the force cage, and he just growls. He's like, "I will chew your bones to dust," and he doesn't seem to care. He's not a real thinker, Goo.
He's not a real thinker.
He's kind of focused on just eating you, and no matter what you say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, teleporting outside. Let me rearrange the battle map.
This is like one of those times like, yeah, we don't really like how you currently have it set up. Can we reshuffle, please?
Audible?
Yeah.
Can we call an audible? This is definitely an audible.
It's a really cool map, but I'm gonna need you to throw it in the trash for me.
100% audible.
I wasn't going to be that mean about it.
Oh, I needed to check my Reddit. I might have got another map commission today.
Nice.
Do you get paid for those?
Depends. Some of them I do, some of them I don't. Sometimes I'll just do it for free if it's easy. Because I should get paid for it, but I don't know. There's something about it that I just don't like. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's just a Mike thing. But yeah, I do. I have gotten paid for them in the past.
The way that I would look at it is if somebody specifically asks you to make a map, that should be charged for a thing. But if you're gonna make some maps, then sure, just release it to whoever.
I do both. And you're right. It should be, but I don't like doing it for cash because then there's a lot of weird expectations.
Yeah, people get
that come
weird
along with it.
when you're getting paid to do it.
Like, I will do a fantastic map, and people will come back and be like, okay, I love this all, but I don't really like this tree here. Can you move it over?
That's true, yeah.
No, I don't want to do that. So sometimes, depending on what they're offering me and what they want, I just do it for free because it's
just easier.
It's just easier, and it's like, and they're giving me inspiration for, oh, yeah, I'll do that. That'll be fun. I'll enjoy doing that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, okay, here's all these jokers come barreling out of the inn. You guys you need to be 100 feet away?
I need to be, honestly, probably 150 feet away.
The edge of you want the center of it.
Right where you guys are is going to be about 150 feet away from where you just were.
Okay, so I'll put the, center of it or whatever. Right. Right in between those two number 3 and 2. Right? Because that'll get... Yeah. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Even if they pour out of the windows, I don't know that anyone's going to be able to, they're going to have to... This is going to be... I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about it.
It's going to be a thing.
It's definitely going to be a thing.
It's about to be a thing. So
yeah. So I'm going to try to cast this tactically.
Okay.
And I will because I don't want this to not be fun for you, Mike.
Dude, this is fun for me.
Okay.
Like, don't you worry. Don't you worry about it. I just figured you'd flee. I designed this assuming you would use the dimension door chain to get somewhere safe.
You know better than that by now.
So, no, I don't. You almost did that.
We almost did exactly what he thought we'd do. And
I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
This is where you guys need to tell me to shut up, and we'll just run.
I'm
right there with you planning.
You mentioned something cool, and we're like, as people, let's be cool.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Either by encouragement or omission, we've all hopped on this train. So we're riding it out.
We just told the Lord of the domains down here to screw off.
Yeah.
We're not going to run from this guy.
He sicked his dog on us.
Right. So
he did sick his dog on you.
Possible the Granite Backs are acting a few levels above their actual level right now, but that's fine. We'll deal with that later.
We are definitely punching above our weight class.
Yes. But in true Granite Back fashion,
that's how we do. That's
kind of par for the course.
Yeah. So this spell allows for a dexterity save to grab onto anything that might
save them.
Anything that's basically tied down.
I don't think there's anything they're going to be able to grab onto. Here's what's going to happen. The Knolls are riding the Shavuzas. The Shavuzas don't have hands.
So the Shavuzas are tied down.
Oh,
they're out.
Are these the dreaded Fusa? What is this?
Oh man, yeah. So
Oh, this is all very
Yeah.
funny.
So
Uh-huh.
so there
yeah,
we go.
they're out of it. So okay, I am going to make a dexterity saving throw for Yunogu, who, like, all right, let's just start this out.
Sure.
Othig is pacing back and forth, like matching Yunogu's, like pacing around the thing in the cage, and Yunogu growls, and Othig roars back at him, gets all intimidating on him, and Yunogu's like, "I'd eat your bones," and Othig's like, "I wouldn't waste time on your bones."
Yeah.
It's sick banter. And
Yeah.
then you're
Bones
like,
are
you know
weak.
what? Let's take this outside. And the force gauge comes down. You guys teleport through. You hear a howl, and Yunogu doesn't even bother with the doors. He just smashes through them. And all of his hounds come racing out in front of him. And you have him right where you want him. So you set your spell off, and they all go flying into the air. Except Yunogu, who is going to try and grab the building.
Sure, yeah.
Take the building.
It's my spell save, I guess. So it'd be 18.
Oh, Jeffrey, you should have minded him.
What? No. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah.
We were running.
What's your range on that?
30 feet. I could have
yeah,
done it
it's-
before we
it's-
left.
No,
It was
no,
a
no.
bonus
You didn't
action.
want to do that. You'd be
Yeah.
way too close.
Yeah.
Bye, Jeffrey.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with that. I also don't want to be the person that pisses off the dog man.
This is probably where you say it's fine because he's got Death Ward on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I gave it to you. So make me
This
waste
is
that
why
spell
we gave
slot.
it to you.
Game mechanics, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So Yunogu misses.
Yes. Yes.
Yes!
Oh.
Oh my gosh, this is absurd.
You should leave them up there for a couple of seconds and just like harass
For the
them.
full hour.
There for a minute. They are stuck in the air for a minute.
Did we just go to
taunt
level
them.
14?
We just
I feel stronger.
yeah.
They're floating in the air, howling and yapping, and there's people coming out, and they're like staring. The
I would like
barkeep-
to try and herald us.
Yeah. Now.
Behold the granite
We
backs.
should definitely do that.
Can I give him some guidance on that?
You
Yes,
should.
you
You should
can.
absolutely get advantage for this.
Gosh, we're famous everywhere we go. This is stupid.
Behold the granite backs.
Yes.
Guidance.
Yes. See.
As you drop the
With it
spell.
before.
I did. It's there. Oh, it didn't. Where is it? Where'd my 4 go? Oh, now there's 2 of them? What happened?
No,
There's a 1.
26?
Anyway, so 26.
A respectable 26.
It is a fantastic heralding. You like pull out your slide whistle, and you're like. "Boop, boop." And like as you blow on your slide whistle, like fire shoots up around you, and all of a sudden you are shouting out at the top of your lungs, almost as if thaumaturgy is going off.
Yeah.
And everybody looks at you, and you herald the granite backs. You say, "This is what happens to anyone who gets in our way."
Yeah.
And there it is.
The fires of Asmodeus. And then you can drop Yunogu out of the sky.
Yes.
Adam, please roll 15d12 and add 50.
Good Lord. Okay, 15 D12s.
D12, add 50.
Can Matt be ready with a guiding bolt for whoever's still standing?
We will be in initiative order
Okay.
at this point in time. Okay, so
You want to put some like caltrops or something on the ground with
Oh,
them?
throw them on the ground.
they would go back straight up into the air. They'd be
Yeah.
mixed up with them in the
Oh,
air.
that sounds awful.
You know who's falling and he's
Something.
trying to blow a claptrap away.
Like Wile E. Coyote. That's what I'm picturing here.
Yeah.
All of them look like Wile E. Coyote for a half
How
a
many
second.
did you say? Did you say
15.
15?
Yes.
15.
15. I need 3 more.
Math is hard. It's okay. Oh, baby.
That's good. You needed some of those other higher ones.
44.
I know, yeah.
144. All right.
You
So,
said initiative?
yeah, it is going to be initiative.
Hey, back to 11.
A new
Pretty
initiative.
sure are we doing new or just
Oh, for
continue?
real?
We'll do new. You had a whole hour.
Bam.
Go ahead and re-roll that.
Can you re-roll initiative?
I can re-roll any d20 that I
Alright.
see you make.
Really?
At least I still go before
Whoa.
Listen, man, I got a 20 when I needed it, okay?
That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
Othig is clearly amped and ready to fight.
Yeah. Very nice.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
not
not too
much left
shabby.
on the field. However, it looks like he's still healthy.
I haven't applied his damage yet, but
Oh,
he is still healthy.
Oh no. Guys, we should run. We got rid of his hounds. We should still leave.
I need to reroll his initiative. That is much better.
What do you think, Mav? You want to stay and fight, or do you want to leave?
I don't know that we're gonna have a choice here in a second.
All right, fair enough. Oh. Welp. It was nice knowing y'all. Hopefully that doesn't backfire the heralding. This is who messes with the granite backs. Black.
So Yanogu, I believe I can make it to you. Yep, I can. So he is going to run 50 feet and then leap 30 feet and land right in front of you guys. That is his leaping attack. So he is going to take a sweeping attack, and he can hit anyone within 10 feet of him in one direction.
As a
So,
point of curiosity, did he land prone?
no, he did not.
He hero landed.
Yeah.
Gosh, that is just an awful roll.
Yay!
Both would get attack of opportunity, correct?
I was waiting for it until after he
Both
attacked.
would. So, gosh, he's got plus 16 to hit, and I rolled a 2 on the dice. So who's got an armor class of 18 or less? Mav, Jeffrey. All right, so I get 2, you guys.
The two that shouldn't be hit.
Right.
You are each going to take 20 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need a strength saving throw from you.
So that's at 0. That's at 2. And you said strength?
Yep.
-1. Hey, it's
You
not
are both
terrible.
prone.
Yay!
And then because you're both prone, Mav, even or odd?
Odd.
All right. Mav, you're going to get a bite attack at you as well. That's
Okay.
another 2, but I still hit you. Good grief.
Yeah, well, you do.
And that is going to be 27 points of piercing damage.
27.
That hurts, Mav.
And now, Othig, you may make your attack, and then it is your turn.
Great. I'm gonna roll my War Gong.
You miss.
Oh no!
Snap. All right.
I thought you said you missed your war gong. How did you?
Kind of.
All right. So I'm going to move behind him. I'm going to do pincer with Thanek, and I'm going to pop action surge for 6 at advantage. Where did it go?
Good thing for advantage. Good thing for
There's a
advantage.
crit.
That's a crit.
Hey.
Oh,
Unfortunately, he probably lives here.
There's another crit.
nice.
4 attacks and 2 crits.
That's gonna feel good with that.
Okay, so 5 attacks, 2 of them are crits. Was it shift?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's control because shift doesn't do anything for me.
Oh,
I
control.
thought it was shift.
I thought it was.
I thought it was
shit.
2, but it wasn't doing it for me last time.
Well, I'll just do it with shift
All
the
right,
first
well,
time.
we'll find out. Yeah, it's 3 and 2, so it's shift.
Oh, okay. All right. Man.
Dang.
Oh my gosh, that's 1 attack.
Yeah,
that's
that
one crit.
is.
And then 3 more.
Action surge?
Yeah.
That was
Gotcha.
action surge.
Yep, I was just, that's what I figured you did, but I wasn't sure.
Pushed him into it.
Okay. As you hit him, he is going to use a legendary action, and he is going to hit you back. So he is going to use his flail attack.
Flail.
29 to hit you.
Yeah.
He will hit you for 22 points of damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
It's hard, guys.
That is enough to make the save. You will only be knocked back 20 feet.
Wow.
Bye.
Bye.
You just got yeeted.
I need to roll a nat 20 to survive that.
That's going to drop Pincer then?
That is going to drop Pincer. I'm going to move you guys into the middle of the map here, just in
Sure.
case he swats somebody else.
The other way.
Yep.
That makes sense. Because he's probably gonna. Let's be real.
He's got the potential to. He's got other legendary actions that I might use, but he didn't like Othig being next to him, so he dealt with that situation for now anyways. At least he'd hope to. Had you not made that saving throw, you would have been much further away, but he doesn't know how far you can run. So, Jeffrey.
I am going to once again utilize my slide whistle.
Okay.
And I am going to cast Protection from Good and Evil on myself, Mav, and Thanok. I'm going to upcast it. Wait, can you upcast this?
You cannot upcast it, not if you're casting it out of your slide whistle.
You can't upcast it at all. I thought you could. This isn't the same as the other one I thought it was. So I am just going to cast it on myself then. If he attacks me, he will be at disadvantage.
Okay.
And I will use the brain pain on him. And tell him that he's just a big, ugly dog who works for a really bad man. And do some undeniable logic damage on him. Oh, what's the D4 for? Why is that out there? That doesn't belong there.
Well, it didn't roll, so...
No, it's just out there. I didn't realize it was sitting on my screen. So he'll take 9 points of psychic damage, and he will have disadvantage on his next roll. And I'm just going to take...
His next saving throw, correct?
His next saving throw, yes. And I'm going to go stand over here.
Okay.
I think that'll be everything. That's action, bonus action. There we go.
All right, Mav.
Mav is going to stand here. And then he is going to tell Nogu that he did not like being touched like that. And to use his divine precision to add 10 to that. So 24 will hit, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really awful...
That's not bad. It's average.
That's perfectly average.
And then he's going to stab with the spear.
Hey!
And miss.
Roll that D4.
Yeah, I suppose.
Gong!
You'll hit him.
21?
Yeah.
20. Yep, 20 is his AC.
Oh, jeez.
That's a big AC.
Yeah!
Wow,
That's
dude.
a +2 weapon, isn't it?
It
Andy?
is. Yes, it is.
So
So that there is... Why did that... Oh, but I have a -1 for my strength.
Oh, no. That makes sense, yeah. Bummer.
right on.
we
All right.
just learned why Mav never uses a spear.
However, everybody within 30 feet of me gets some healing.
What?
Do I just qualify or just not qualify?
You just not qualify.
Actually,
Yeah.
Always the tactician.
Jeez.
It's what he do.
I know.
Wow.
That was a terrible roll.
that was a terrible roll.
Yeah, bro. 9s.
Sorry, dude.
Good news, Thanic, not wounded.
Yeah.
Hey.
At that, Yanogu is going to use his second legendary action. And this one he is going to...
Could also stand up. I'm assuming that was made when I moved, but...
He is going to use his savage attack, and he can bite everybody within 10 feet of him.
Ooh, no me gusta.
No me gusta at all.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, that's 26 to hit you.
He does have disadvantage. Oh, you did. Okay.
Yep, a 26 and a 27. Thanak, 21. Does that get you?
Come on, that one!
And 32 to hit.
Well, that's double my AC, so...
So, let's see. Jeffrey, 11 points of damage. Thanak, 17 points of damage. And Mav, 11 points of damage. And now it's Thanok's turn.
I am going to cast Shadow Blade.
Oh, I guess I assumed. Is he a fiend, elemental, celestial, fey, or
He's a fiend.
Okay.
You know he's a fiend.
I just wanted to make sure because I realized it's specific types of
Jeff!
creatures, not just creatures. He's close enough. Go ahead. Fix it. Much better.
Just.
These are
Oh,
terrible rolls.
yeah.
Nope. And one more.
Halflings, let's go.
I'm gonna.
Halflings of the world unite.
Do we wanna?
I'm watching Mav make rolls.
Trace,
Yeah,
Shows
what's
your-
up with that?
Yep. Concentration checks.
So,
Oh.
And I was trying to figure out what was going on.
I realized I should probably,
Pay attention.
pay attention to that.
What did I cast?
Shadow Blade.
Just the yeah. Okay. Yep. That's it. That is
All
the end
right.
of my turn.
Cool. Back to Yanogu, who, let's see, what's he going to do here? He is... Nope,
Oh,
that
I think the
isn't
biggest
it.
threat.
Yeah, sure. He just punted Othig. And Othig hits things when they get near him.
Punted? Come on. It's very harsh language for 20 feet.
I totally pictured him being
He
like
can
the
jump
chicken
farther
kicker
than that.
from Fable. You got
Yeah.
kicked like the chicken in Fable.
He hit me, and even though I slid backwards, there's visible tracks like ground into the street where I held my ground.
Don't you turn this into an anime?
So let's see. Jeffrey,
Not anime,
Yeah,
superhero.
he's coming for you.
Why? I don't even matter.
Because he is. Unfortunately,
Good
he
news.
nat ones.
No! That's supposed to be on me!
It's because you heralded so well.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I'm just
gosh,
gonna say,
man.
if we were on the same side, I could fix that for you.
Mav,
Does he crit?
it's the opposite of a nat one.
Okay.
Bet you're glad you death warded yourself, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh,
So he is going to use his 3 bludgeoning attack. So you're going to get hit for 43 points of damage.
oh, my math.
Question. Is
Yeah,
it one single attack, or is that 3 different attacks?
it's one single attack. The attack deals an extra 2d12 damage.
So
Hey!
43?
That's enough.
Yes.
Jeez.
The last one is going to go against Thanak. That's another nat 1. Good grief! What is going on with the game tonight?
What's going on?
Yeah.
That was on this guy.
I mean, but the amount of 1s and 20s that have come out is just
It's like it's all we get.
bonkers.
You know, I feel like we had a game like this a long time ago, and we were like,
did.
something's broken.
Yeah.
We probably
Yeah.
did.
And then
I
we
remember
didn't
that.
for a really long time.
Yeah. All right. Othig, you're up. Man, that was a really crappy round for you, Nogu. I thought I'd put at least one of you down that round.
So did we.
Yeah. All right, let's try Pincer one more time. Oops. And then make just 3 attacks. There it is. All right.
Does his flail look magical? Or does
Yes.
it just look like a big beat stick?
And then I'm actually going to not move away.
Okay. He is going to use his legendary action to do his savage attack, which gets to attack everybody in 10 feet of range.
A disadvantage against me, but I don't
Yeah.
think that's going to matter.
Shoot, I got to roll it here. Sorry. 2 22s, so that will definitely hit you, Jeff.
Yay.
For 24.
That hurts.
Thanok, 27. I always forget I can roll on you guys. Othig.
I thought maybe sometimes you don't, just for the effect.
No. 17. No, I just forget. Because when I used to run both instances on one computer, it just got boggy.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
All right.
Oh, and I'm dying.
And Mav goes down. But you got Death Ward on, right?
I do have Death Ward.
So
One
you're
hit
at 1
point.
hit point.
Mav is still standing. Slightly
Okay.
terrified.
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
Has anybody made him make a saving throw of any kind?
Nope.
So I still get to have him make it a disadvantage.
Correct.
All right, so I'm just gonna look at him and be like, I think you'd make a whole lot better lapdog, and I'm gonna try and turn him into a Shih Tzu. Do you need me to roll, or can I roll? Does it matter?
You can roll. It's
Okay.
fine.
Boop. That looks like it rolled for him an advantage.
It did.
So, he would have had
'cause-
disadvantage. That was why I was asking if it's easier for
Shoot.
you to roll.
I always forget that. Yeah. So I'll do the thing where I roll d20. If it's above 11 or above, it's a success or fail. Because one of them would have succeeded. That is going to be the high number. So
he will succeed?
Yep.
Okay. I will then, at the end of that, use my bonus action to use another undeniable logic and be like, well, maybe next round, and I'll give him some brain pain. Let's see. Undeniable logic. Damage. Hey, another one. Oh, no, that's a 6. Oh, wait, what? That's... what?
So you get into his head, and he's just roaring and freaking out, and you watch Jeffrey go, and I'm going to get you next time. And his nose just starts to bleed a little bit, and then it just gushes. Just gallons of blood coming out of his nose, and he topples over, and Yanogu is laying dead in the street.
Jeffrey is having a minor panic attack because his brain powers have never killed anyone.
I'll give him a high five.
Yeah, he's just like, I killed him with my brain. I killed him with my brain.
Good. Feels good, huh?
And I'm just gonna start chewing on my own tongue like I was the tentacle.
Is that flail magical?
It is. It is also the balls on it are the size of you guys.
Oh,
So
big balls?
so it's like a gigantic weapon.
yes,
Okay.
I have a question.
it is
about
not
this.
something Othig could stick in his armory.
Can we stick it
Magic-
in the bag of
What-
holding?
What about the
it's too big
infinite
for the bag
armory?
of holding.
Magic
If you
armor
had it.
resizes. Do weapons resize at all?
This one.
I don't typically play with magic armor resizing, but I also don't play with sizes. It's a wonky thing. But no, this is not going to resize for you guys to use.
Okay.
It is extraordinarily evil too, and you can feel it radiating that.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of
And you're familiar with that feeling from the mace that was found at the Black Axe estate?
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is bad news.
You know who could use it is Sodak. Though I think we would no longer have an ally if we gave it to him.
Yeah,
I'm not
probably
sure if
that.
he's intelligent enough to be good or evil.
Right, but the mace is.
He's just kind of is.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we should leave. We should leave right now. Let's
What do you
go.
mean leave right now? Hey,
those
can
were-
we?
The woods were filled with hyenas. This isn't going to go away.
We killed their god. What do you think they're gonna come after us?
Yes.
No,
If someone killed
We-
your god, you'd go after them.
we control them now. That's the rules of.
That isn't how that works. Because
I-
if someone killed your god, you would go after them. Someone took
No.
one of their saints, and you want off them.
No, I totally agree with Adam in this
Yeah.
instance. I'm totally
This
on board with that. We
how
control them
this
now.
works.
I will remember that for later.
This is fantasy 101. We now
Yeah.
control them.
Yeah.
You know, historically, that's kind of true. Because when they tried to kill your dad,
we
anyway.
force them into indentured servitude. Also, they're what are they, hyenas? Is that what they are?
They're a demonic style of hyena, but yes,
Okay.
gnolls are hyena people.
Yeah.
And so the Shovets were some sort of hyena creature that you splattered.
There's a power vacuum that we have successfully slipped right into.
I don't think that's how this works.
It
but
is how it works.
Man, I'm just gonna pull out the healer's kit while they're discussing this.
What kind of
Just kinda touch himself
features
up.
does Yenogu have? Like, does he have like horns or just really big teeth? Or...
He's got a top hat.
I can give
He
you
does have a top hat.
a picture of
Yeah, but-
Yenogu.
Does he have a top hat?
I'm also casting Bacon of Hope.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm wondering because
Guys, I want to say something. I want to say something about what we've just done. Since we have started this game tonight, we have risen to the challenge above and beyond what Mike has prepared for us. And I want us to be proud of that. However, that means the next challenge
Figure.
is going to be
Kill us.
multiplicatively larger.
Yeah. To that note, what are all the people doing that were watching this?
There is whispers of astonishment and awe in the crowd. Make perception checks.
Othig, while this is going on, I'm going to make that perception check, but Othig would first like to know what part of Yenogu Thanik wants to put on the wall.
I was actually gonna ask that
Head?
earlier. Is his corpse still around? Can we take his head off?
Yeah, his corpse is still here.
Yes.
I'll get to work on that right now.
Yeah.
Sawing off the head.
Yep.
Sawn, chopping,
And I
whatever.
don't think Jeffrey's going to help with that because what I'm going to do.
That's all right. I think I can. Cast...
Wow, I must be in really good spirits after this fight.
Yeah.
You
I know.
would be.
Yeah.
You just
Mike, what is the
Everything's
atmosphere
matching up.
like here? Like, what is the above? Is it cloudy? Is it
it's always clear skies.
always clear skies? Gosh, this place is perfect.
Always sunny in Philadelphia.
Yep.
Okay.
Again, as we are, as I'm continuing the tradition of decapitating this thing with a hammer.
No need. I'm already on it.
Okay, cool. I was gonna come help you, but I will begin casting Gentle Repose on the head,
Ew.
so it doesn't decay.
So the head is the last thing you can squeeze into the bag of holding. Just so you know, it's really big.
Excellent.
Do you have gentle repose?
Yeah. I have it
Why?
as a. It's I have it from Phil's. From
Ritual.
Phil's,
Oh, the ritual book.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, he finally came in handy.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
Like the fiends around you that are still running the business here, and the very small amount of Hellborn that have repopulated the town since the Exodus. The ones, and some of them didn't make it out in the Exodus, some of them did, whatever. There's a handful of them that have been around. They are just kind of gathering around and whispering and talking. And Jeff, you hear one of them say, they killed Asmodeus's dog. They're dead.
I'm gonna look at that person beforehand and be like, we were dead before that because we told him no.
Lots of people have told him no. He's going to go all John Wick on you.
You know what? Jeffrey's actually gonna shudder because I feel like Jeffrey would be the only creature that knows who John Wick is.
Yeah.
He's read the book.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna show. I'll show no fear, and I'll just make the statement of many have tried, some have succeeded at killing me, but I come back.
Tried to kill us too.
Yeah. I would like to leave something. Is there a way that I could like
Tarot card?
utilize? No. I wanna brand the ground where this thing died.
I can hollow it.
That takes
That's
a
gonna-
while.
That's going to take a real long
It
time.
does.
I want to do something kind of instantaneous if I can to like scar the ground where this thing died with the emblem of the granite backs. Can I use like prestidigitation, but like hard, like focused it?
Sweep it away.
I would say yes, but you're going to have to burn spell slots to do it.
Yeah. Can I do like a 3rd level spell slot to prestidigitate our like scar the ground with the emblem of the granite backs where you know who died?
Yeah, do it.
Don't forget, and I'll just and blast the ground.
I'll cast a minor illusion of the sound of a bear growling.
Yeah, the bear cavalry.
Yeah.
The she-bear growl.
Yeah.
An angry mama bear, because nobody
Yep.
wants to mess with that.
Yep. So you guys take this. It takes probably about 15 minutes. There's a ritual involved.
Yep.
A head is coming off. Like the crowd is like, these are fiends, and they're a little put off by the fact that you're ripping this creature's head off.
With no shame.
With no shame.
They're like, this is expected. Like, we're
Yeah.
doing this. Like, that's what you should do.
Yes. We are honoring the dead.
And right as you finish up from the tower or from the top of the mountain, you hear, "They did what?" And it turns into thunder. Like the back half of that statement becomes thunder in the sky over Avernus. Instantly becomes a thunderstorm, and it starts downpouring.
Ooh, I can do this. Yay, thank you so much. I'm going to use my slide whistle and cast control weather and be like, hush, hush.
Yes.
And for a 5-mile radius immediately above us, the skies will clear.
Oh.
And it lasts up to 8 hours.
We are awful people.
So
Just like, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
the crowd is in shock. They
Okay.
don't know what to do. They have no idea how to handle this.
Before I was serious that I thought we should instantly go to level 14. Now I'm not sure we're gonna see level 14.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy you did that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That is amazing.
that is really
The best part is that you did it with a slide whistle.
Yeah. Sit down. We'll deal with you later.
Oh,
Just clear skies, 5 miles.
oh
Yep.
man. The audacity!
Seriously.
Like there's an experience going on among the fiends here that I don't know if they've ever felt before, but they are worried for you.
You know who I'm worried for? I'm worried for Richie because he gave me the slide whistle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously, he might come after like everyone and everything we've ever known.
Seriously, you guys gotta stop buying stuff for me.
If all you're gonna do is use it to piss off the Lord of the Land, I want nothing to do with you guys.
All right, so you've taken about 15, 20 minutes now. What's your next move?
Okay, we should really seriously think about not being here right now.
Yeah, we gotta get
Well, here's the deal.
Get out of here.
Our next target is up the mountain towards where the angry guy is. So we can either do that, or we can go back to the Sultan, gather everybody together, and figure out where we're sending everybody. We could send. So my thoughts are.
We need to. No, that's a really great idea. We need to get everyone together because we're probably going to have an army against us.
Yeah.
Yep. I want to suggest that we split into two teams. We send another party to go to the collector because we know where that one is. We know where the hole is to get inside. We send half our team there, and we go to Trash Planet. Because that one's still a search. We don't know where it is within that place. We know where an entrance to the collector's abode is. We send those guys in, send them after the piece, and we figure out how to get them back in one piece.
Yeah, my concern with this is there is probably a time frame.
Yep.
Because he knows that we know where the pieces are.
Right.
Can we use sending to instruct one or two of our teams to come this way?
I can only use it once a day, and if I remember correctly, I used it at the beginning of this day to let the Sultan know that we wanted to cancel the meeting.
Yeah, that's true.
So I cannot use it right now unless there's a way that I can get charges back in my robe, which I haven't learned how to do yet.
I thought, and again, part of this was that the end of the session kind of went pretty quickly last week. I thought there was at least a day between when the stuff got stolen and when the meeting.
No, it happened the night before. Yeah, it happened the night before, and then we went into the meeting the next morning.
Okay.
And we stayed there overnight, so even though we knew it was stolen.
So when we so it wouldn't have had time to recharge yet.
Correct. Yeah, yeah.
Unless it recharges at dawn.
I mean, that's valid, but I don't.
You would have done it in the morning, so you would have done it right after dawn.
Yeah, we found that it was stolen the morning of the meeting.
No, we knew it was stolen because
Othig
and I woke you up.
Yeah, that's true. That all happened in the middle of the night.
Yeah, it was the second shift that Othig and I took, and we woke up the third shift saying, it's gone.
So if you would have done it, you would have done it early morning.
I cast scrying.
Because I feel like he said that he wanted to contact the Sultan before we ever got up in the next morning to have the meeting.
Okay.
Like,
but again,
you decided
that
you immediately decided to tell him.
But again, that also might have been just after the reset. So.
Yep, that I'll leave that up to Mike. He can adjudicate that. It does say they regain them at dawn, so it all depends on when we did all of that. So if we can, we can. If we can't, we can't.
I would say you have a message then.
Okay. Who do you guys want me messaging? Because the Sultan seems to be able to get messages out to a lot of people. I thought we had the ability to just communicate with our friends with some sort of rock. Did that not happen?
No, we do not have a communication rock down here.
So I'm going to send a message. Well, the Sultan may no longer be on our side, guys. That might also be a thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna send a message to the Sultan, find out if we're still on good standing. And if we are, we're going to come there, and he should call all of our friends there. Because we got a lot to discuss.
Why don't we just assume that he's on our good side and ask him to send a message to...
I don't think we can assume anybody likes us right now. We just pissed off their king, and everyone's afraid of him. Everyone's afraid of him. For some reason, we're not, but we're stupid.
No, well, I mean, the other side of it is that everybody's afraid of him except for us, and we have shown so far
Capability.
a level of competence that would suggest we should know to be afraid, and yet we're still not.
Sorry, I thought you said recklessness. Continue.
I mean, yeah,
All right, I will, based off of that, assume we're still in good standing. Let him know that he should call everybody back there because we have a lot to discuss.
Okay.
does the general public, or I shouldn't say it, but does the Sultan know that Echidna wants the rods
Yes.
specifically to give to
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, but the general public probably doesn't know that Asmodeus doesn't want it. All right, yeah, I'm just going to send the message that we're going to head back there and that everyone needs to be there. If he can get everybody gathered, that'd be great.
Okay.
Can you add that it would be in his favor to?
I'm probably going to say no. I only get 25 words, and I've already probably pushed that.
Please summon everybody back. It will be, or we will compensate you. Something like that.
We're going to compensate him either way. We have taxes to pay.
We have information.
Sure.
I'm just thinking there are some things that they might be willing to do more for, even though we've pissed off their king.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'll throw in. It'll be very advantageous if we can all make it back there. We have information that needs to be shared. Gather everyone back. We're coming. Dude, I don't demand from anybody. That's definitely not in Jeffrey's character.
So, Jeffrey, you send out your message. You word it carefully to make sure you fit the information that you need in there. And when it comes back, you hear some chimes. It's like, doo, 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 doo. The number you have reached is no longer in service.
Yes, we have to remember that anything like that, Asmodeus has to approve.
Or he's dead and they turned off his phone because he was helping us.
Oh.
I mean, maybe.
Have I experienced that once before down here, didn't I?
When you tried to get out.
When I tried to call out?
Yep.
I was blocked. Okay.
You got ghosted.
Thanok.
Did it say the number you've reached is no longer in service, or the number you've reached cannot be connected?
Has been disconnected.
It is no longer in service.
Can you do me a favor, Thanok? Can you scry on the body of the
Sultan?
The Sultan, and I say body because that might be all it is. Can you just do that real quick? Can you?
Yeah, sure. I will cast scrying on.
It might be in one place or several places.
Yeah.
Oh no!
On the largest piece of the Sultan.
Hey, now be careful. You might get something you don't want to see.
Well.
So your scry focuses in on the Sultan's palace, and there is blood everywhere. And your scry turns towards the gate, and his head is on the spikes of his gate.
Oh no!
Oh,
well, that's
no.
fine. Hey, that's fine. They're fiends.
That's true.
Yeah.
I have no feeling of sadness that he's dead.
I don't feel sad that he's dead. I feel sad that we don't have a common thing anymore. Okay, this isn't awful.
We don't have allies.
We have allies. They're just strewn about at the moment.
Yeah.
So, Thanok, as you're looking at this, the eyes on the head turn towards you, and it says, "Run."
Sultan says,
Sultan says run.
he ain't dead. He ain't dead. His head is just on a stick, but he ain't dead.
Yeah.
I know that's supposed to be super scary, and it is, but at the same time, it's incredibly comical.
Well, I think my response would be to probably giggle and tell everybody, and not giggling because I think it's funny, but giggling because I don't know how to process this emotion. He's like a talking head. He's gone, man.
He's gonna come back as an imp, probably.
I forgot that we
Oh, man.
headcanoned that that's what happens if a fiend dies in the hells. They instantly become an imp at the entrance. This is your punishment for not surviving in the hells. Good
Yeah.
luck.
Well, that brings the question: do we want to visit the collector first on our way out, or
We have a group of people looking for the collector. We will likely meet up with them. Let's go there, and as soon as we can, we'll send a message to the others.
Which group did we send to the collector? They have a cleric.
The
I
Iron
believe it's the
Vanguard.
Vanguard, which
Yep.
I don't fully recall, but I'm almost certain that that's who we sent searching for the
So-
collector.
They would.
Yeah,
probably have the-
I'm positive at this point. I
Okay,
remember.
so then they should. That's not a bad idea. And then they can.
Use some sending.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll head towards where the collector was, and move on from there. Jeffrey in true bard fashion is just gonna take a handful of 50 soul coins and just scatter them in the air and be like, "Your new benevolent overlords," as we leave town.
Hey, that's a great question. Did Yunogu have any soul coins on him?
Yeah, I mean, you could take some time to dig through his pockets.
Yeah,
He's
sure.
got 10,000 soul coins on him.
Oh, even better. I'm gonna take 100 of those and just
so
the
everybody
spoils
gets
of war.
2,500?
He had what? Did you just say?
10,000.
You heard him. You heard him.
You get 2,500 soul coins.
Yeah.
2,900. You know what?
Where did he put them all?
I am a ballsy halfling. I'm gonna throw
He's a
400
big
of them.
guy.
He is a big
400.
guy.
He's 30 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys want to partake in that, but Jeffrey's actually going to take 400 soul coins and just loft them into the air as we leave town. Your new benevolent overlords.
You watch as people just turn around and walk away.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I mean, they don't want to be on Asmodee's.
Yeah, no one
bad
wants to
side
associate
for-
with us.
Oh,
No one's probably going to
man.
help us from here on out.
feel like Jeff is like, here, if I pay you soul coins, will you cheer for me?
Kind of, yeah. He's a little disappointed that nobody here likes money anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Oh, they
banking on
do.
the
Oh,
fact
they
that
like
everybody-
money, just not our money.
Yeah. And definitely not
They're not a fan of
the
new
dog's money because
And honestly, this 10,000 is probably worthless at this point.
Oh, man. Nobody-
Legitimately
No, I
worth
wouldn't
anything?
say that. It's still the currency.
All right, I'll collect
if
my
you
soul
had to pay
coins
a
and
debt
leave.
for it with it, they'd have to take it.
Hmm.
But if you're going to try and give people things for free, they're not taking that.
Jeffrey will remember that he's supposed to be trying to be humble, and he'll collect his soul coins with his tail between his
Yeah, I
legs.
was going to say, if he's not getting those 400 back, I am, because I don't know if this is going to do us any good anyway, but we may as well at least take it with us.
No, I'll collect my soul coins
Okay.
with shame.
Make perception checks.
Oh dear. Perception checks. Oh, that's one of the worst perception checks I've ever made.
Okay.
That's par for the course.
Yep.
this is not good. We're gonna die, guys.
Perception check for comedy relief, we can do that. Perception
We
check
can-
when it probably matters? Nah.
Listen, we have no problem with all kinds of outside the box thinking shenanigans, but if you want us to look at something,
or play the game the way we're supposed
this
to.
is not gonna happen.
All right.
Just forget about it.
Let's leave this town.
That's a
So
good
you're,
idea.
you're headed for the collector's cavern?
I believe that was the plan
Okay.
yeah, where we saw the girl running off to.
Yep. You do know that is the cavern that the river Styx comes out of on the side of the mountain. It is about 100 feet above the casino.
Okay.
For juxtaposition, because you are in Nightborough, so you can't see the casino. It is about 1,000 yards from your position.
3,000 feet.
Yep.
Okay.
So you're heading there,
Yeah.
and you get about halfway there, and that's when you see them, and they are very, they are almost on you when you notice them. There is a flight of fiends. You don't know what kind yet, but they are headed your way.
Halfway there.
Yeah, that
How
tracks.
far away are they?
They will be on you within 2 rounds.
So they're
We
close.
They're very close.
1,500 feet. Mav, we need to pop poof. We need to just teleport.
That's fine. I can't right now unless somebody's got some spells that can blow on me.
I have 2 spell slots, but then I can't do anything until we
Mike,
rest.
did you describe the size? Like what?
It's hard to tell, even though they're closing on you, because they are coming out of where there still is thunderstorm.
I can only do so much.
That would get us 1,000 feet. Get us a third of the way there.
No, we just went. He said we made it about halfway, so we only have about 1,500 feet to go.
Holy cow! They're flying really fast then.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, you do realize that they've been coming for a while. You
And
just didn't see them.
We just didn't see
Okay.
them until now.
And within 2 rounds, they'll be on us. This round we can get 500 feet. Next round we can get 500 feet, and then we can run. Or we just keep blasting Mav with some spells and go the rest of it. Because, I mean, within 3 rounds, I will be out of spells, but we can make it.
Where are we going to again?
The opening of
Collector's
the mouth
Cavern.
of the collector.
What's our thought process on using all of our spell slots?
To get away from the flight of things that are going to be on us in 2 rounds, an armada of flying devils is coming to kill us.
Yeah, but they're gonna come to get us regardless of how far away they are.
We know because of your spell that once you get inside the cavern, magic is weird. Once we get inside, maybe they can't go in. That's my only thought. Your scrying got shut off when she went through the door. Your scrying should have kept going time-wise, which means she went through the opening of the cavern and magic got weird.
Mike,
That's
is
right, I
that
forgot about
is
that.
that token on the Nine Hells map location still accurate to where we are?
It
that
is pretty accurate.
okay? And
Let me-
where are we trying to get to?
Right up the mountain from us, 1,000 meters, yards away.
Okay, so we're just trying to. Okay.
We are near the mouth of the cavern. We need to get in the cavern. Either that, or we're about to try and sit and fight an army.
This mountain is mirrored on the other side, so you're on the way to the cavern on that side. You're probably about there, really.
Okay.
So I'm fine with that. Let's pull that off.
All right.
Okay.
So
How many-
I will have 3rd level spell slots left, but that's going to get rid of my 4th and my 5th, which will leave me with a 6th and then some 3rds, and that involves blasting Mav once on the way, you blasting him with your 2 spells, and that gets us 1,500 feet to the mouth of the cavern in 3 rounds.
How many spell slots do you need, Mav? You need 2
I
of them?
need 2 4th levels or 3 4th level spells ultimately.
And I can hit him with 1, and you can hit him with the others.
I can hit you with 2 5s and a 6.
Oh. Do you want to use up all of your magic?
I don't particularly.
Then
How do you get a 6?
My what's it called? Arcana.
Oh, yeah.
I only have. It doesn't use a spell slot though, so that's the thing I'm not sure about. It doesn't use a spell
level
slot,
spell.
but I can only use it once a day. But
And that one doesn't come back on a short rest.
It doesn't.
Right.
But
Let's-
it's still a 6th and a 7th level spell.
Let's hold on to your 6th. Let's keep it. I'm going to use mine. You just use your 2 smaller ones, and I'll hit him with the last one. You keep your big one.
My 6th level spell is a Messenger of Stone, so the other ones are a lot more versatile with what I can do with them.
If you want, I'll take either of them.
There you go.
So
Go ahead. So you're gonna go with him. I'm gonna take Othig and go.
okay.
You've got
All
him. You got
So
Mav.
you guys, you blast your spells out. You think out this plan really quick. Just as you see in the lead of this flight, there are maybe 60 rocks and imps and some of those buzzing fly. I can't remember the name of them right now. Chasms behind them, and they're being led by a half dozen horned devils. And they are flying right at you, and they start to launch projectiles at you right as you forward out of the way. And then you hop 2 more times, and you are at the mouth of this cave, and it is a swirling vortex of mist and fog.
Here we go.
All right, you go in. You guys go running in, and I need someone to roll a d10.
I'll do it this time.
Mav, what spells do you need? You need 2 spells, a 6th and a 5th?
Whatever. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I have one spell left,
1/5 level spell slot.
1/5 level, until a short rest, and then I'll get those back.
Correct. Yep. Unless you want to use both of your fifths.
That.
I would prefer to keep that last one open just because it's a lot more versatile with what I can do with it.
I get you. I
And I've
completely understand.
used that, so that's 12.
I rolled a 1 on the D10 there,
I
Mike.
saw it.
Okay.
Oh man.
And I have 1 level of exhaustion.
We don't know that that's bad. Rolling a D10
We
for
don't.
stuff.
We don't.
We're probably just going to go insane as we enter pandemonium or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You are.
Not wrong.
However, once we're in here, you should try scrying again, just in case you can find that girl now that we're on the other side
I
of some sort of
could,
barrier.
but that is my last spell slot. But
I know,
could
I'm
do
just...
that. No, I could.
Not yet. Wait until we get past the smoky, foggy scariness.
I mean,
'Cause
I can also try a cantrip. I can try minor illusion just to see if it works.
Oh, yeah, I was talking more like big magic, but yeah, to know if magic even works in here is a fun question as well.
Yeah.
So with that, I mean, we'll find out real quick because I may no longer have a beard.
Would it just fall off like that though?
Yep, sure does. That's part of the belt. If you remove the belt, you remove the beard.
Immediately?
Pretty much. It
So
falls off.
sad.
Oh.
I know. That's why I was really sad when you told me the one time that you were going to make me take it off. I was like, oh, no way.
No.
Jeffrey doesn't want to take the belt off. I've grown so fond of this beard.
So you guys find yourselves in a mist-filled cavern. There is fog pouring out of the cracks in the walls. It is obscuring your vision greatly. You can only see about 20, 30 feet. And when you are looking in a direction at an object, it's in constant motion. Everything is shifting and shimmering and warbling and writhing and every other sort of word you'd want to apply to things moving. And you guys show up in this skinny little room, kind of spread out around it. And as your eyes begin to focus, you realize that the walls aren't made of stone. They are made of mostly petrified people.
Awesome.
They still move a little bit, and when they see you, everyone starts asking you for help.
Okay, so definitely not sticking to the walls.
No.
They're petrified, but they're still able to talk?
It looks like they've been turned to stone, but they can still move just a little bit. But it looks like they're fused together. And so they can move their mouths just enough to very slowly and gravel-like say, "Please help us."
Oil can.
Oil can. Yeah, pretty oil canny.
Oh, all right. That sucks. Sorry, guys. Well, let's proceed. I mean, we got places to go and things to do. We can't help any of these people, even if we wanted to. I don't think.
Is this so the white is the space that we're walking in?
Yes.
And it's the only area that we can see currently?
Correct.
Okay. But there's an opening, like, I'm guessing we can tell that it kind of further goes this way?
No, it goes actually the opposite way.
Oh.
It goes north.
Oh, sorry. I see what you... So that's where we... Okay, we came in from that direction. Got it.
Yeah, you're down in that little boot corner.
Yeah.
I really wanted to give the Sultan his tarot cards. Wait a second. Later. That's for later us. We need to get the other cards.
If they haven't been already taken.
Yeah.
I think that might be against the law.
No, because...
No, it wouldn't be. No, it's whoever he gifted those things to.
He's not dead.
He's not dead.
I know.
He's not dead.
I know. He's not dead. Everyone just keeps saying it. He's not dead. He's just.
So you guys headed north?
Yeah, headed
Really
north.
disembodied.
Okay.
He's a disembodied. He's totally going to be one of the presidents in Futurama.
Yes.
He's the disembodied head of the Sultan. Mike, you should have put him in a jar. I'm so sad you didn't put him in a jar.
It's like he said run, and you should have been like, but what about your tarot cards?
Run. No, you run. Oh, wait.
Okay, so you move into this next area, and I need someone to make a 2d8 roll for me.
Roll the D10.
2d8? I'll do it.
2d8.
Ooh.
11. So as you're moving in, you hadn't noticed this yet, but the floor is made of these bodies as well, and their hands come up and they begin to drag you down into it themselves. And I need you to make strength saving throws.
Say no.
No.
Say
Oh,
no.
No.
Hey.
Jeff, are you able to help me with that?
What? With what?
With a 1.
The one.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Wow.
Twice in one night. In one night.
The odds of that.
Bye, Thanak.
Yeah.
All right,
Like
so
your character.
Can I pull
I
him
love
up?
that that's what's going to kill me.
Yeah.
how come you guys don't have any damage?
Because I healed them all up.
Oh, we did? Holy cow. Okay.
Yeah, he rolled for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did Beacon of Hope and
Healer's kit. Well, Ryan
healer's
was cutting
kits
people
and then
up.
all my healing spells. That's why I
Okay.
have no spells.
Got it.
Why do you guys have no damage? Because Mav's a heal bot.
Nice. All
When
right.
he decides to actually heal.
Let's see. What did we get? Everybody except Thanak is. So Thanak, they pull you in and you do manage to get out and away from them, but you take 15 points of damage and your skin is started to calcify a little.
All
right. You said 15 points?
Yep.
This is what you get for not helping them.
Yes.
All right. So it looks like the cavern opens up broadly to the north, and there is a passage to the west.
To the
west.
north. Passage
Oh,
to the-
sorry. You want to go north?
That's all right. I was recapping what he said. I was just thinking out loud.
Oh, I was just saying maybe west.
Do we
Yeah, let's-
feel like... I don't think I can move this anyways.
Are
I
we
was really
still being
hoping you'd say
pursued?
something like, "Do we feel like we know exactly where to go?"
No.
I mean, I do. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Do we hear anything behind us? Do we hear any of the flight of the Helcaries?
No, you do not.
Well, that's good.
Flight of the Helcaries.
Da-da-da-da-da. Let's go west.
This is
All right.
this is literally just escapades in failing upwards.
I mean, yeah, we are at rock bottom. So
Isn't that what D&D always is?
Yes, I guess.
let's fail forward.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys get to move.
I mean,
on.
for a long time, like the first, I want to say, like half of the Barovia campaign. That's how I felt like.
I suppose, yeah.
First half, not like the whole.
No, after a while, I started getting more comfortable with it, but definitely
After a
in
while,
the
I just
beginning.
became numb.
Yeah, it was no, seriously, it did become like the norm.
Yeah.
I need a 2d6 roll. 2d8, sorry.
Awful became the norm.
4.
I almost said snake eyes. That's not what that is.
That would have been awful.
So some goofy snake eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you begin to hear a chittering sound, and all of a sudden beetles
Look, it is
begin
snake eyes. Oh.
pouring out of like the body's mouths and ears and other orifices that are visible. and they just come swarming towards you guys, and I need Constitution saving throws as they are trying to burrow into your skin.
Like that at all.
I feel like I saw this
Hey.
in.
I can't do that. Oh, come on!
No!
I quit, dude. I seriously quit.
What is happening?
Witchcraft.
This is messed up. That's seriously messed up.
The game is like, no, I told you what you got.
Man, all right.
Wow.
How bad
Wow.
is it?
Wow. How?
Dude, I don't know.
All right.
Seriously messed up.
I have a +2.
Jeffrey, you take 20 points of piercing damage.
All right.
And you earn a point of calcification.
So, okay, my body has begun to calcify.
Do you want us
Yeah.
to make note of that, or are you?
I am
Okay.
right now.
Can I call Uncle Lester and see if he can get rid of my wanted level?
You can if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and blow a Lester's restoration and see if it affects this process at all. I don't think it will, because it's diseased, it's poisoned, it's paralyzed, blinded, status effects. But who knows? Maybe it'll hinder this process. So that's a second level spell. I don't think I
Okay.
can-
Lester's does not help. He shows up and he's like, whoo, you got bugs. And just disappears.
So
Yes.
I don't know if you've ever seen anything from Grand Theft Auto, Mike, but Lester is who
No.
you call to get rid of your wanted level.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason
Yes.
I think it's so funny that I'm using Lester's
Yes.
restoration.
Oh,
Because if you call to get rid of your wanted level, he's usually like, all right, leave it to creepy Uncle Lester. And every time you make this guy into this like creepy hillbilly, and I love it.
That's so funny. No clue. No clue. All right, boys. North or southwest?
North.
North it is.
Sure.
Oops.
Oh, are we? Never mind. Doesn't matter.
I have started to use a stylus to draw on these maps because I have a touch screen. It is so much easier than using the mouse to do that.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say.
I would
Hey,
imagine
how do
that's
you-
the case.
How do you free draw on the map? Because the control and shift keys don't work anymore.
What do you mean?
When you're drawing your masking, what button do you push to free draw instead of square draw?
There is no fill in for free draw. There
But
is
for
only
getting rid of the mask.
for getting rid of the mask. It's shift.
I tried using it last time and it didn't work for me.
I'm
I'll have
using
to
it
do
right
some
now.
investigation. Yeah, I'll have to do some digging.
Yeah.
I think mine might be turned off or something.
Okay. Maybe. Let's see. Do you guys want to go east? Oh, somebody roll 2d8s.
Oh gosh.
Up to me.
Yep. It's your turn to kill us.
6.
Look, Snake Eyes.
Now you're just gonna say it for everything to redeem yourself?
6. Okay. So you guys you're dwarves. You were hill dwarves, basically outside dwarves, but you're familiar with things of the deep. You hear stories and whatnot, and you recognize this flock of creatures that's flying at you.
Oh.
But they're really creepily different. You recognize them as dark mantles, except instead of a cone, like a dark mantle is basically a flying washcloth that has teeth on the end of the things, and then it wraps itself around your head. And
I
it's
feel like we
kind
fought a Dark Mantle.
of you might
in the
have.
Underdark. I feel like we fought one in the Underdark.
You totally did. You totally
Yeah, got
fought somebody.
Filbert.
Yep. Right on the head. So you've seen these things before, except these ones have screaming women's heads on top of them. And
so
I
they're
need
better.
you to make dexterity saving throws to avoid getting caught by them. They're just moving through the tunnel like bats.
Yeah. Look at that.
We're in a tight spot. See,
Let's
now
see.
now I can roll. This is
Sanok, you almost get it.
Ooh.
You almost get caught by these things, but you make your save. And you guys kind of all hit the ground and let the flock go by.
Jeffrey just stands up. What the flock just happened?
Yeah.
So now east or west?
We'll go. I
We.
feel like if we go east, it'll link up with that area.
Yeah, probably.
There.
That's not bad, but
No, it's just an observation. I have a -1 to my perception. Okay.
okay.
Are you choosing it?
No, I'm just making an observation.
All right.
East.
East it is?
No, not that way.
Yeah, well,
It just links up.
this is what you get for not making a decision. Make an assessment.
Make an assessment.
It
My
does
sense
link
is that we're
up
in a
to the
good
other
spot.
room, but there is also a passage out of there
Ooh, get it.
further to the east. So 2d8s.
Are we back to me? We must be back to me. 2d8s. Blap. 10.
10. So as you're moving through this area, you hear the souls trapped in the wall begin to start crying, and as their tears hit the ground, you hear a hiss and a sizzle, and they're not acid, but they are releasing toxic gas. This is a poison effect, but you guys have advantage on your saving throws on this one.
What kind of save?
Constitution.
Thank you.
I'll be right there.
Right on. So far, everybody has passed.
So far.
Tony, your laugh lately, your calm laugh, you need to look up Borderlands 3, the film buff quest, and watch it and listen to this guy. Like, you don't talk like this guy, but you laugh. Your passive laugh like that is just like him.
I feel like I might be losing my mind, so that makes sense.
Yeah. He's this big giant buff guy who wants to be a filmmaker, and you have to retrieve his like conceptual film from the garbage that some other bandit threw it in.
Is there a version of Torque?
He's unexplainable. You have to watch him.
I'll look it up.
Film buff. Borderlands 3 film buff quest.
Buff, B-U-F-F, film buff.
Yep. Yeah, because he's a huge
love it.
muscle head. Yep. Everybody makes their saving throw, so you guys avoid damage from the toxic gas.
Can we
Which way?
East.
Yeah.
East.
We're going east.
More easting.
Meast. That's okay. I don't know what directions are at what anymore. So. Can we have a token on the map just so that we know
Sure
at a
can.
glance where we are? Because I've been watching and I got lost a moment ago. So I was like, east. I thought we were on the other end of the map. So, thank you, sir.
You guys are here. Here. I probably shouldn't have revealed that whole northern area, but now that I did.
Oops.
Yep. So, south or more east. Oh, I needed 2d8.
Oh, I did it.
The,
last. Somebody else do it.
like footage, as far as like how far.
How much is a
These-
square?
Yeah, like how much is a square?
They're 5 feet.
Oh, so we can only see like a few feet in front of us.
20 feet tops, depending on how thick the fog is. When it thins out, you can see 20 feet in front of you. You guys hear something coming. What do you want to do? There is something coming closer to you.
Can I upcast this? Do I have like a half a second to check something real quick?
Sure.
Okay.
Attack stance.
3rd level or higher. Cast it on other people. I am going to cast invisibility using my last upcast spell slot, and I'm going to make us all invisible for an hour.
Oh. All right. So you hear... All right. I just loaded the combat tracker. I do not need to. So you guys are all invisible as these giant bull-like creatures come barreling out of the mist, and they're snorting and they're swinging their horns around. They're more like a buffalo, and you recognize these creatures. It's like an auroch. which is kind of like a big buffalo creature that a lot of people use, like we would use cows or whatnot. Except these things, they're dire. They are dire versions of this. They're covered in spikes. They're angry. They're sniffing around for you guys, and then you see them snort, and they continue to run off down the hall. You have avoided the encounter.
So they went that direction?
Yep.
Okay.
Which way did they come from?
They came from that other end?
Yes. They followed that arrow, basically.
Okay.
To the north. Well, let's go that way. Whichever way they came from, let's head that way.
All right. Blink.
Oh.
2d8.
I did it.
Okay. Ooh.
16.
It looks
Big
snake eyes.
numbers.
16.
Just gonna say.
To the north, as you're watching, a door materializes.
Oh. What is the door made of?
It's a wooden door with a light brown brick frame. It is similar to this type of bricks that you would have made back home in Illinois in the Northern Empire, where they made sandy mud bricks.
Say out loud, friend.
That's awesome.
The door does not open.
Jeffrey's going to walk forward and just kind of look back at the group while he reaches out for the door handle and be like, there's no way this is a mimic. I'm just going to pull the door open.
Mav is walking backwards.
Oh, I should probably check for traps. Oh,
Yeah.
well, too late.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Jeff, you put your hand on the doorknob, and Jeff's gone.
Oh! Oh, God.
I'm
How
going
do
in
we
after
know
him.
that Jeff is gone? We're all invisible.
Oh, crap. Well, here's the deal. If I'm dead, you're not invisible anymore. So, if you're still visible, you know I'm not dead.
Well, then let's do it this way. Jeff, how far does Rory's telepathic...
As long as you're on the same plane of existence, it lasts. Oh, bye, Mike.
Saw that coming.
I did
Froze
too.
and then-
He asked a question and it was gone. I believe your question was how far does Rory's telepathic bond reach, Mike?
Correct.
As long as we're on the same plane of existence, it still connects us.
Oh, Jeffrey, you can't hear them ananymore. Guys, Jeff goes silent right after he said, well, I'm going to go in the door.
Well, how about this? How about you tell Jeff where he's at?
Okay.
Yeah, right. You all probably have to turn off your stuff for a minute.
Yeah, I'll turn it off. Okay.
Speaking of, do you guys know that you can now use video in audio chat channels? You don't have to do it
Yes.
all.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So one of these days, I'm going to test to see if I can use the sound bot down there that we have. But we wouldn't get to do memes.
It's true.
I don't think you can talk into it. So the memes would be gone, but we might be able to get audio. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, we
would still put our memes somewhere else. Don't you worry. We'll use the memes.
We'll figure it out. We gotta check this out.
That's
though,
the most
back to the
important thing
task
is
at
the
hand.
Back to the task at hand. You three can't hear Jeff in the bond anymore.
Mav would suggest that we go find.
I would go.
They also
I'd go
wouldn't
to
be
the
able to
door.
hear each other because I am the conduit for it.
No,
Unless
you're
that's
still
not-
concentrating on it.
Well, it's not a concentration. It just lasts.
Yeah.
So we'd still be able to.
You'd still-
Yeah,
oh yeah.
they'd
Okay.
still be connected to each other.
Okay. That's
I
fruitful.
guess knowing that he just went to the door, I will do. Can I do a trap check and Arcana check on it?
You can. It is easily. You can tell it is easily warded.
Okay. So I'm
With
gonna
teleportation wards.
Don't get rid of the ward. You'll get rid of me.
Well, I don't necessarily want to do that. Would it be what I would would I be able to?
I'm gonna go grab something while you guys are doing this because I don't know what's happening anyway.
Yeah. I can
Would we
only
be
imagine
able to
that there's
backtrace where the teleportation takes us?
Yeah,
In
That's
the
what I was
event that
gonna
we
ask.
dispelled it?
No, I don't think so.
Can you scry on Jeffrey?
I can, but if he's in a different plane of reality, which we know he is, there's a chance that it could fail. And then also wouldn't tell me where he's at. It would just show me him.
And actually, it would just show you an invisible him,
Yeah. It would just show me.
potentially.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. Is there any like markings or anything on the door that would
It's a very simple door. The runes are teleportation. It is definable as it is going to take you to a pocket dimension inside of this dimension. It's dimensionception.
Okay, so here's my question about this.
Deception.
Here's my question about this. Would dispelling that, because it's a pocket dimension, would dispelling that he would just pop right out, right? Same with like
Morgan
With the
Cannon's
rope
mansion.
trip.
yeah, rope trip or Mordenkainen's mansion.
You get the impression that wherever this is going is a bit beefier than those types of things.
Okay.
The level of magic being used here is really powerful, like bonkers powerful. Not bonkers the NPC, bonkers.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh no.
Bonkers is pretty powerful.
yep, that he is.
I didn't make a check, but would there be a way? Would there be a way to see if we could use the door without triggering the trap, basically?
Make an Arcana check.
Could I help him with this?
Yep, you sure can, because you would probably be discussing this pretty
We'd be invisible, but we'd be discussing it.
in your brains.
Look at that.
Oh, hey, there's another nat 20 when it matters.
Yeah. And
Thanks,
And you'd have
Thanos.
guidance.
nice.
Thanks, Thanos.
Yeah, no problem, man. Let me get you out of here.
All right,
Andy,
so that's a
43.
43. What?
as a point on that, you had mentioned that he can't guidance and help.
Oh,
It didn't
that's
come
true.
into play a lot because I'm usually helping and you're guidancing.
That's right.
Back when it was just you and you were helping and guiding, we couldn't.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I think that is. I would rethinking that, revisiting
Okay.
that. I would only do that in a time-sensitive situation.
Okay.
If they have time to work stuff out,
Okay.
knowing, yeah, I would allow that then.
Yep. I just wanted to make sure we were on the up and up because I know you had said it before.
No, that's fair. And honestly, it's not. They broke 40. It's not going to change the results of this at all. Anyway, Adam, Thanak would realize that this isn't necessarily a trap. This is a gateway that is activated by touch.
Oh.
I just made it inside, guys.
There are elements to it that if you touch it in the wrong place, it sends you different places depending on where you touch it.
No idea where he touched it because we can't see him.
I told you guys there's no way this is a mimic, and then I reached for the door handle.
It is true. It would make logical sense that if he was trying to open a door, he would try the handle.
Right, especially because Jeffrey was just kind of being an asshat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I say we touch somewhere else on the door.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks, Mav. Thanks, Andy.
Let's all four of us touch a different place.
Oh, yes, let's split the party all
Yeah.
of the directions.
Yeah. So I'll say out loud, let's touch the door handle. Hopefully that will get us at least all together.
Okay.
Yep.
So you all touch the door handle.
Before we do that, can we hold hands while we touch the door handle?
Yeah.
Do you
Why?
want to do that?
Just in
So
case.
that if we get sent to different places, at least it rips our arms off.
You said that so matter-of-factly. I love it.
Okay, so I'm confused. Hand-holdy or non-hand-holdy?
And I think that's probably a bad idea.
I don't think it's necessary. I was just gonna reach for the door handle.
I don't
Okay.
like Mike's response to that.
Yeah. There's an overwhelming sense of foreboding about doing such a thing. Let's not.
Matt goes to hold the hands like there's just
So
a sense that's like no.
you do not hold hands, and you all touch the doorknob, and it takes a minute. And Jeffrey's the one whose vision clears first. Jeffrey, you are in a glade.
Was that
There's
with a
large-
D?
Glade.
Okay.
Yep, glade. There's a thin tree line, and on the other side of the tree line, it looks like it's nighttime outside and above. It's definitely dark. Othig, you're in a forge, and there is a window looking out. Same thing, dark. Thanok, you're in a workshop, an arcane workshop, and Mav, you are in a temple. And all of you looking out, it looks dark through windows or through open doors or whatever else. Jeff's just hanging out in a glade. It's the perfect place to have a picnic and sit down and play your slide.
All right, fair enough. Do we have our telepathic bond back?
Yes, you do.
Oh, but we don't know where each other are.
Do not see each other.
In our respective rooms, not Jeff because he's not in a room. But is there like an exit way? Or the windows?
Yeah, there's doors and windows.
Can we take a quick look around to see, at least to kind of get our bearings on that?
Yeah, absolutely. T, you were about to say something too?
Jeffrey, it was just kind of assumed that he's dead and that he's in Avernus.
It doesn't look like Avernus. It's got more of a Feywild feel to it.
They're totally in the fields of Elysium.
So much worse. I'm not going to touch anything, and I'm just going to take a moment and be like, guys, I don't do good alone.
And so, Hanok, you get up and you head towards the window. You open up the window, and there is complete blackness on the other side of this window. Above and below, there is no ground where there should be. Like, you know where the floor of this workshop goes, so there should be ground there. And there's not. It's just pure blackness.
So, like, if he were to open the door and, like, try to, like, step outside with, like, a toe, he wouldn't feel ground?
I don't know. I mean, has he tried?
Is there
That's what I wanted to try.
is there like a
Okay.
loose object, like a rock or something?
Sure, you start looking for. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff in here. There's tools and implements and components. But Othik goes to the door. He goes to the door of his forge and he opens it up. And you go to stick your toe out and you hit something solid. It's like doom, doom.
Like,
As in,
like just on the other side of the doorway,
Yeah.
or so like it's black, but
In
it's
the darkness.
impassable.
Yes.
Got it. So I want to look around and see. I'm gonna tell everyone, like, because we can hear each other, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell everyone like what I see, and I'm gonna look for what's in my forge. I want to see like what metals are available. I'm probably gonna make something.
There's stacks of lots of different bars of all sorts of different metals, things like that. There is adamantine and mithril. There's some pretty rare stuff here. Same
Yeah,
thing at Bannock's shop. Mav, your temple is really well decked out.
I'm gonna get to work on making something truly of probably as high as my skill allows.
So Othig completely forgets that he's stuck in something that he probably doesn't
Yeah.
want to be in, and just starts forging a weapon.
Yeah. Yeah.
as we're discussing where we each end up, do I get a feeling that we're trapped in some place that we would want to be?
It's
Because Othig's in a forge, Mav's in a temple.
We're in at least something that's familiar to us.
that's more what it is. That's almost
Oh.
exactly what I was just gonna say.
Okay.
It's not something place you want to be, but it is some place you would be comfortable.
I'm sorry. Jeffrey is confused.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything?
He's just trying to figure out why he's in the woods.
Would Jeffrey not be comfortable in the woods?
No.
Is there anybody else in the
Filbert
the
would have been, but
it's not really the woods. It's like a hilltop.
Right? No.
It's like you're in the Shire.
Oh no, Jeffrey would have been a lot more happy in a bar.
Okay, then you're in a bar.
They totally have bars in the Shire.
Sure, but not on a hilltop. They're in the hill. All right,
we can put you there. It's just I was just aiming for a place that felt comfortable. So
yep, no, bar would definitely be way more comfortable.
That's fine. It shouldn't change much where you're at. So
Othig, did you say out loud that you're making something?
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea. And you kind of already answered it, but the quality of the materials here are good.
Mm-hmm. Even borderline epic.
That's why I said if you're available. I just needed some ibuprofen. I got it.
Well, I want to enchant my hammer then.
Okay, you start monkeying with your hammer.
Yeah.
Mav?
Is there anybody in the buildings?
Nope. They're just all basically one-room buildings. Jeff has access to copious amounts of beer and things. It's also someplace that Othig might have been really comfortable too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I was kind of surprised, but
I can only
I'm good here,
imagine. I can only imagine that there's a keg in each one of these.
I mean, if there is, I haven't seen it yet.
Because you know, Othig's forge has a keg in it.
Because you haven't built it yet.
Does Mav still feel his exhaustion?
Yes, you do still feel your exhaustion.
So we're not dead.
Nope, you come to terms pretty quickly that you're not dead.
Well,
He's
I don't
gonna
know
lay
that,
down for a rest.
unless told about the door shenanigans, I don't know that Jeffrey would instantly, but if you want to explain that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, as soon as we got in and we started explaining where we're at, I would obviously seeing or hearing that we can talk to you. That would be one of the first things that came up.
So I'm gonna make the suggestion to Thanak that maybe we need to find a trigger in these spaces to release us from them or move us to the next thing, as we are obviously in a place that seems meant to make us comfortable, almost like putting a frog in a jar with a stick and a leaf to make its natural environment. I'm pretty sure we just got put into a jar. And
I guess I'll stop making my weapon and try to look for something that's out of place.
Well, so I wasn't going to tell you to stop. You're doing fine.
You guys can all make perception checks at this point. You've been discussing this for a while now. Othig is putting down his tools. He's like, yeah, this maybe isn't the best time for this.
Yeah, no, I keep playing with my...
I don't think I'm 30 feet from either of you, so...
I'm clearly not that interested, though, in looking for something out of place.
We can't re-roll another one, but we can have 2 1s back-to-back again.
Yeah.
So, as weird as that is. You see a light source headed your way.
I do?
Gosh, Thanak doesn't know. Gosh, none of you do. Jeff, you're the only one who sees it coming at first. Sooner or later, everybody does see it. It's coming your way because the way it starts to approach, it's almost like the sun is rising in the darkness. But most of you see it out the windows. Jeffrey, you go over and you look, and there's definitely a light headed your way. But it's not like the sun is rising. It's like the sun is approaching instead.
Am I still invisible?
Okay. I don't know.
It lasts for an hour, so...
Yeah, I'd say you guys are probably still invisible.
All right, cool. I'm gonna try and observe this light source, but also remain hidden from it.
Sure.
I will also, and this might slightly upset what you're saying, but I will also use the gem of seeing.
Okay. Then the entire place that you're in is an illusion.
Okay.
And when you use that, you can see through it you can see about 50 feet away from you is Mav, Othig's on the other side, and way far away is Jeff. Okay. And you see thousands of other beings all about 50 feet apart. They are above you, they are below you, and then you start to hear thoop, 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 and a massive gnome carrying a drift globe crawls up a ladder out in front of your globes. Because you realize now Danak does, and he could be communicating this, you're all in globes. And he rubs on each of yours, and you hear him, well, that won't do. And he taps each one of them, and you all become visible. And then you hear, granite box, babies! Did you come to get Ulrin? And you look behind you, and stuck in one of these globes is Ulrin Zabbis. And that's where we're going to stop.
Oh my gosh.
But the gnome is different. The gnome is separate.
Yes, the gnome is... Well, it looks like a gnome, but to you, you are the size of one of his teeth.
We're itty bitty. Well,
You are tiny
so
in comparison to this gnome.
is he normal sized or are we? Oh,
You don't
gosh.
know.
We don't know.
You have no idea. But looking around this place, there are miles of shelves that you're all sitting on.
How cool is that? All right. We'll pick that up next time. Guys, this
All
was
right.
fun. This was a
Holy
great
cow.
and awful episode.
It was.
We're so dead.
Yeah.
We're
me,
in
for
so
real.
much trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it kind of just
And
like,
you're muted. I know you said something good, but I didn't hear it. Oh. You had a red light on that before. I don't know if the battery died.
What about now?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I said, no, we're just collected.
Oh. But so is Ulrin, so at least we kind of sort of have something like an ally here.
oh man.
Oh,
Yeah,
guys.
but this just like the train has left the you're all going to die station.
Yeah, definitely left the plaza.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dude, he took the Sultan apart.
Yeah. Without killing him.
No, yeah, because that would be against the law.
Yeah, but he was able to take him apart without killing him.
I mean, let's be fair. I'm fairly certain with a high enough medicine check, we could probably do it too.
I know a group of girls that did that in reverse once. They put a head that was in a jar, barely alive, back on a body.
See? Medicine checks, man.
Year
D&D.
of nat 20s. It was pretty. It was like our night, except in reverse. It
Man.
was pretty great.
I took reverse gravity only because I hoped a situation like that would happen.
I mean, let's be real. It's the only reason I have control weather is because I was hoping that I would be able to use it to irritate the crap out of somebody, and I chose the right somebody.
You did.
So
Absolutely.
funny.
That was epic. That was epic. All right, I'm stopping
there-
recording.